welcome to Crawfordsville High School, and we have about 5 minutes to go before the start of what is a big game for the Athenians tonight. It is homecoming for Crawfordsville, and they welcome the North Montgomery Chargers in a big county and conference matchup tonight here at the Athenian Field. And so we have beautiful weather conditions here. There's a lot of excitement. It is a beautiful night with a little wind out of the east there, but probably about 82 degrees, and just couldn't ask for better football weather, really.
No, Brian, it is. It's a beautiful night. You know, 82 degrees for this time of year is a little warm, but it doesn't seem like an August warm to me.
Yeah.
So I don't think the kids are going to have too much problem with any heat or anything like that. It's far enough into the season that they're in shape. So as far as guys getting tired and stuff, the heat shouldn't be an issue. Competition might be.
Yeah,
you know.
that's right.
We'll look at North Montgomery.
Yep.
Coming in, you know, they're 2-3 and they're 1-2 in the conference.
Right.
But they have played competitive ball with Lebanon and Western Boone.
Yep.
It was a 28-14 game last week with Western Boone, and the week before they lost by 6, 34-28, I believe, to Lebanon. And both those teams are going to finish in the top half of the conference with Webo. I think really Webo only has one tough game left, and that may be Danville, and it may not be a tough game. Who knows? But North played Webo really, really tough. Guys that you want to watch out for from North Montgomery is their quarterback. Let me get the right roster here. There we go. Jaron Bradford, both throwing and running. Yep. He's a dual threat. However, on his throwing, it's kind of unusual. He's below 50% on the year completing passes, but he completes big passes, important passes,
right.
Which is what we would like to see our guys doing a little bit more of. If you look at the actual completion percentage, I think we're very close, both teams, on the completion percentage, but they're over 600 yards passing. They're also over 600 yards rushing. So they're very balanced attack. You do not know what they're going to run. Right. You do not know from play to play what they're going to do. They will spread you out, and then when they spread you out, they may run it or they may throw it, which makes it really tough for us to defend. Now, last week I did think we defended much better. We really went to the ball nicely, did gang tackling. The other thing that North we have to watch out for is a guy on the line, both sides of the line, and that's Drew Webster. This guy is he's a senior, strong athlete, quick, big-time wrestler. In fact, I think he'll probably come out number 1 ranked in his weight class when those rankings come out for wrestling later on. But we have to neutralize him to some degree, especially when he's playing defense.
Right.
He cannot be in our backfield all night long, or it's going to be a long night for the Athenians. So, North, again, they're going to spread you out. They're going to be very balanced. We're going to have to contain them, not let them get behind us, and then just go gang tackle.
Yeah, that's definitely keys to the game, and I was impressed with how well they played Southmount. I think I probably expected the county to be a little more even. We went down and played Crawfordsville. We're going to talk about Crawfordsville a little bit now, but they played a great first half. It was 7-0 at the end of that first half, and played great football, and then gave up some big plays, of course, and it turned into a bit one-sided.
Well, penalties cost us a lot last week, and if we can just cut those silly penalties out, that will help us to a great deal. And I really liked our offense last week.
Yeah.
I really did.
Mixed it up.
The yardage-wise may not show it, but we did. We mixed it up, and South didn't know what we were going to do.
That's right.
Which makes a huge difference.
And I think they made some adjustments at halftime, but we came out and did some things differently, and it was great to see, and even ran a little Caden Underwood in there, our freshman at quarterback, and let Kale come out of the backfield, and that made a great adjustment.
If we're able to give Caden a little bit of time, I really think that makes us a better team with Cale in the backfield.
I agree with you.
It gives us two guys really to rush the ball.
Yep.
And Caden is capable of throwing, I think, the short and intermediate pass. I'm not sure about the long pass right now.
Maybe not yet.
Right.
It's coming. So keys for Crawfordsville, Coach Slicker said in his article, and again, this is Coach Slicker's first season, and Crawfordsville's looking for their first win. So lots of incentive tonight as we talked about with the county conference matchup and then homecoming and defending your turf here. And this is a second to last home game, I think, for us too as well.
Yes.
I think it's just Frankfurt and senior night
Yep.
at the end of the season. So this is a big deal. Crawfordsville is going to receive to start the game, and deep we have Carson Scott and Michael Willis.
McCarty.
And Cale McCarty's back
Which
there.
is new.
Guys.
Since it sounds like then maybe he's not going to be.
Yeah, quarterback.
Right.
Yeah, I would think maybe he's not starting there. We
Right.
don't have that. We'll find out shortly, but last week they mixed it up a little bit.
And I think they will again tonight.
I think that's a good system.
I mean, to ask freshmen to come in and start and play the whole game, I'm not sure.
Number 5, Thomas Laffoon, kicks it deep, and Michael Willis takes the kickoff and gets it out to about the 29-yard line.
McHale's a freshman, and again, the next 3 years for McHale, he has elite speed, or at least he did at the middle school level. I saw him play probably 5 or 6 times at the middle school level, and there was no one, and I mean no one in a conference that was as fast as he was.
Yeah, I believe it. And he's a specimen. He's in the weight room and hitting it hard and doing the things that are necessary to compete. So it looks like beginning, at least under center, is going to be Cale McCarty. Start this first series, and the Athenians start 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Jack Pendleton goes in motion. Handoff is up the middle, but he is hit at the line of scrimmage.
And hit 52, Mr. Drew Webster, as we just mentioned.
And, you and I are going to say the fact that he's a wrestler is going to make him a great tackler and just a competitor.
Well, he understands leverage, too.
Yeah. So, lots of positives of that. Yeah. We think all of our football players should be wrestlers, don't we?
Yeah. Well, it would help a lot. I just mentioned leverage.
Right.
I mean, football and wrestling, you're talking about a lot of leverage, especially in the line.
Absolutely. So lining up wide, we have this is another new little bit of a look. Alex Hernandez is out wide with also Andrew Martin, and then in the slots, Carson Scott. McCarty looks to throw. He's rolling
Throw it long.
And he's got
Intercept.
The ball is intercepted by Cade Coble with the interception. Had a bit of a hand on him but they were wrestling each other.
They were a little bit. I'd like to see a little more effort from Carson on that to go get the ball. Go get the ball. Don't let the ball come to you.
That's right. So first turnover on the first series, the second play for the Athenians. So it's going to be 1st and 10, and they're going to spot the ball right on the 45-yard line in North Montgomery territory right now. But, you're right. If he goes up and battles for that, he can bring that down.
Yeah.
Here's a little bit of hand wrestling.
Hey, look at this formation. North is spread out all over the place.
Yep. Jaron Bradford, the senior, is a quarterback. Cade Coble goes in motion. Bradford keeps it right in the middle, of course, because the linemen were spread out. Give him just a really crazy look. Athenians covered it well, though.
We did.
Yep.
I thought that was really good for come out and knowing how to
defend.
I mean, yeah.
Yep.
It's still assignment football. It doesn't matter where the guys are at. You are assigned.
You still got a job.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody's got to do their job. So for the Athenians front line there, it's Manson Simmons and Alex Hernandez and Tyson Hendon, I believe. And they give it to number 6.
That's Walden, and he is their leading rusher.
Yeah.
Nice job there, too.
They were that was also well defended. So brings up 3rd down, and you're gonna call that 4.
I would say 4. This is really a big down again.
Yep. This is the other thing we have to do, right?
Yes.
To start really getting in there and holding people to 3 and out.
Yep.
Trying to punt. So this is a big play. See if the Athenian defense can step up. Bradford, as you can see, is in the shotgun, or maybe that's pistol.
Oh, that busted play. Not good pursuit.
Nope. This is an assignment there brought down by Jesse Horton, but that's Bradford keeping it and has enough yardage for a 1st down. And he's into Athenian territory now, which is going to make it ball on the 42-yard line, 1st and 10 from the 42.
We had guys standing there and waiting for the ball to come to us. We got to go. We got to go. We got to be in their backfield.
Pursue them and go. Yeah, it's determined. The game's determined at the line of scrimmage. So get in there and make some things happen, guys. So fake the handoff again. And nice job. That's Ethan Powell.
Great job, sophomore.
Yep.
Just started playing a lot more last week, I believe.
He did. Yeah.
And I thought he did a decent job last week at South.
Agree. Yep.
Really good athlete.
I know my son said, Cam said last year he's going to be a football player.
Yes.
And, of course, his dad was, but he said Ethan Powell can play, and he's expecting big things out of him, and I think that was a great play. Good job defending just the zone there. North Montgomery lines up here, and it's Kiefer Carmine out wide, and Cade Coble, and low toss.
Oh, boy.
Yep. Wow.
Yep.
He broke that one down the sideline.
Yeah, Zach Baldwin.
Yep.
For about. Whoa, we've got a penalty over there.
Holding.
Okay, so this is coming back. And 10 yards from the spot. So it's actually going to be like a loss of about 3 yards.
Maybe.
Yeah.
About 3 yards. So
it should be about 2nd and 13, it looks like. Maybe 14, we'll see. 14.
Yeah, that's helpful there, and that little toss play just got it was Nate Schrader actually knocked him out of bounds over there, but
that's good pursuit by a big guy.
Right.
Again, the holding I'm sure was on the receiver.
Yeah,
and you see that a lot on the plays to the perimeter where the receiver actually gets called for holding. Timeout.
Timeout, maybe. Looks like. Yep. Timeout North.
Yep.
So.
Well, again, even though we gave up that play there, and if the holding was legit, which I assume it was, they called it.
Yep.
Hey, and actually, I know this officiating crew fairly well. They're a veteran crew from Lafayette. They know their stuff. So again, we got to stay away from the big play.
Right.
And just keep them from they have to earn it. The opposing offense has to earn the points.
Right. Yeah, you can't give it to them. You don't want to shoot yourself here.
You can't have misassignments.
Right.
Stupid penalties. Make them earn every yard.
That's what we're looking for out of our Athenians defense, to be able to step up and make plays, and I think it's going to begin there. The other thing I didn't mention at the beginning, this is the first time that Coach Slicker is facing his alma mater, so that adds
it does.
a little excitement to the game for him. And I know his coach, Charlie German's over there on the sideline, still coaching at North as the assistant.
Bradford keeps it.
Yeah.
Oh, good job. Good
Great pursuit that time. That's Jack Pendleton on the tackle.
Hernandez had the first hit.
Yeah. Jaron Bradford faked it, read the end like he was supposed to, pulled it, and really just got back to the line of scrimmage, or maybe picked up 1 yard, it looks like. So it brings up 3rd down and 13 for North Montgomery. It was good defense.
Okay, we got to watch Coble, and I assume that's Warren on the other side of
Warren's number 2. I think he's way over there on the other side.
Carmine's in the slot.
Yep.
On this side.
Yep. It's a passing down a course.
Over the middle, deep over the misting. All right.
That ball was intended for number 35, who is Jacob Braun. He's a 5'11 junior, tight end. Just broke down the middle.
It looks like they're
seam route.
I think they're going to go for it here.
Yeah. They're in our territory. So 4th and
13.
Yeah. Got a ways to go. So they think they want to come out and make a statement on their first series, and this is an opportunity for the Athenian defense to step up here. Guys deep, got Cale McCarty back there with Andrew Martin.
I really think we should know where the first down marker is. We're playing to the first down marker defensively.
Exactly. And
right at the first move, where do they mark it? Where do they mark it? They're going to give it to him.
Yeah, he got a favorable spot there for sure.
Well, and you know what? He just came back this way.
Yeah, it looks like it's a turnover on downs.
That was a tough call by the officials. Whoever, they could have given it to him, or it could have gone either way.
Yep, it really could have. It was a nice pass from from Bradford to, that was Kai Warren. We just talked about him on the far side, lined up wide. And a good hit by Carson Scott to drive him back.
The only thing, again, I go back to what I was talking about is that we need to know where the first down. The offense knew where the first down marker was.
Yep.
We didn't, and you got to know where it is.
Yep.
And you just play your defense.
You should have played right there in front of that.
Yeah.
Don't let them get there. You don't really care if they complete a pass. You just got to stop it.
Yep.
So,
hey, we need to get a first down here in this series.
Get a little momentum.
We need to have positive yards on this first down play.
Yeah.
We're really tight.
Yeah, this is.
I like this right here.
Yep, little screen pass back.
Okay.
Bubble screen to.
Hey, I like the play.
I think he got knocked out.
They should have thrown. They should have thrown a flag.
Throw unsportsmanlike there out of number 1.
They're counting that as a fumble with the Crawfordsville recovery. So that's a big loss there.
Yeah, I think the ball got knocked out as he was fighting for yards. I think the pass was complete to Jack Pendleton here.
Yeah, I like the play design.
Yep.
But actually, if we'd have just thrown it over here in the flat, we'd have had 3 or 4 yards, I think. But
they went away from the wide side of the field. But
yeah, I still liked it.
Yep, me too. It was different. And so we got Andrew Martin lined up wide and Carson Scott in the slot. Kagan Fields goes in motion. High snap, but McCarty brings it in. But guys are on him. He just
6.
Yeah, that's a running back.
Zach Walden.
Yeah, that's Walden and Jacob Braun through that line. Kale had to jump up there and grab that thing. Did a good job hauling it in, but another big loss. 3rd down and 23. Ball is on the 20-yard line. Athenians are going the wrong direction here, so obviously just need to get some of this back right now.
Yeah, we're not looking to get a first down here.
Nope.
We just want to get 10 yards would 10. Be nice.
Yeah, we got our freshman in the lineup here at McHale. And they're throwing to him here, and he's going to go and try to make somebody miss. Turns on the speed.
You know what? That's a good play. They gained about 10 yards.
Yep.
That's 10 more yards on the end of the punt.
Yep. Here's the other thing I like about that, though. Gives confidence to a freshman, catches a ball.
I agree.
KO completes a pass. There's lots of good positives about that. Yeah. It is 4th down and 13 probably, or 14.
I don't care what down it is. Take what the defense gives you. Take what the defense gives you.
Yeah, it's Jesse Horton back to punt. And Zach. Yeah, it's Zach Walden back there deep for North. 35-yard line.
That's Cade Coble.
It is Cade Coble. You're right.
Fair catch. You know what? Jesse's done a really nice job punting this year.
Yep. He has. So
6:51 left here in the first quarter. Still no score. Hey, we need another defensive series.
Yeah. Just
similar to the last one.
We stopped them last time. I'd like to see us, and this is what the coaching staffs work on. If you read this, it's exactly what you said, Rhett. Coach Slicker said, we don't want to give up big plays here. We just want to play to our assignments. We know who we have to stop, Bradford especially, and but then they got a couple threats at wide receiver there with Kai Warren and Kate Coble. Both have good speed and good hands.
Yep.
So we know who to key on. So Bradford gets a snap.
We got him in the backfield. Yeah. Good job.
Yeah, good job.
Very good job.
Team defense. And it's not like swarming to the football, too.
And we saw that last week. Yeah. We're getting some penetration. Right. Early in the year, we had no penetration.
Right. You're right.
Right, and we've changed some guys around. Like Manson Simmons was the middle linebacker to start the year. Now he's on the defensive line, and he's quick, he's strong, he's explosive.
I like him there.
Yes.
When he's played. He got hurt last year, and
that hurt the team.
Out. Yeah, for sure. He's also a vocal leader. So you got guys. Here come the Athenians.
Short pass. We got to pursue. We got to be quicker to the ball.
Yeah. So he's going to get a first down. That pass is complete to number 20, who's Kiefer Carmine. He's a 6'5", 205-pound tight end who was lined up wide that time. But we were blitzing. Everybody was going, and
but we had 2 or 3 defensive guys, outside linebacker on this side, and maybe the safety on this side. They just watched the ball be thrown and waited till it was completed before we moved.
Same thing again, same exact play.
We're waiting for the ball to be caught before we move in that direction. Man, as soon as the ball is thrown that way, you're going.
Light it up.
Yeah.
Actually, if he's not even looking off. He just turns and throws, so you know where it's going.
Yes, you should be already taking a step or two that way.
Here's a quick scoring update for you here from Southmont and Danville. Danville's leading Southmont 7-0. And at Frankfort and Webo, this one's not too much of a surprise, but Webo's up 14-0 on Frankfort in the first quarter.
Option.
Bradford's going to keep it. He had 2 yards to pick up, and he got him. Got him and then some.
Okay, here we go. Coach Slicker's called timeout on our defense. I like the timeout.
Yeah, me too.
That was about 3 plays in a row where we gave up way too many yards.
That's right. Good timeout. He's going to help you.
It is. So. A lot of people like to keep their timeouts, You know, when you got a team where we're at,
that's right.
You've got to take your timeout. Yes.
Coach them up.
Take them to the locker room.
That's right. Coach them up right now. This is the time to. I really like this strategy. And again, the Athenians looking. This isn't any secret. Looking for their first win. Looking to be competitive. It's score 0-0 with 5:45 left in the first quarter, and they need to play like they did that last series. And just step up. And we're starting to pick on some things right now.
Watch for North to go long here.
Yeah, I agree.
This
is the right down to do it.
This play.
Because they've pieced it together here, so it's set us up.
And we just called timeout.
Yep.
Our guys are, it was about pursuit.
Right.
So we're thinking, man, we got to go.
Right. And we're going to send somebody deep.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. So here we go. We got.
At least Charlie German would do that.
Yeah, that's right. And he's still got that influence over
Yes, he does.
So Bradford's
going to keep it up the middle. That was better.
Yeah, that's. It looked like Schrader to me, and maybe Manson.
We had 2 guys there again, which was good.
Yep.
But I still thought we had 2 or 3 guys standing there watching.
We react, don't we? I mean, it's still the mode that they're in. Let's go get them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not instinctive.
Right. Yeah, they're not quick yet because they're not confident.
Right.
And but that'll come, and I like what the coaching staff's doing with them. I really like the improvements. So we got about 2nd and 7, balls on 28.
That's 31.
Yeah, that is Zach Cyril. And he is what is he? He's a junior, 6'1", 185, and didn't really pick up anything.
No. That's a good defense again.
Yeah, good pursuit there, and just what we were talking about. I am surprised they haven't tried, but it could come obviously right here.
I'm surprised they haven't thrown
8.
Deep a little bit more than they.
Yeah, he's the number 2 passer yardage-wise, at least in the conference, just below Hartman.
Another quick throw. Inside, they're going to get a holding here on North.
Is there a flag there? Yep.
We did a little bit better there, but we still have guys. Again, I'm just going to say it. They wait until the ball's caught before they go.
Yep. Yeah, that's Colton Scrimmager. That pass was complete to him, but there is a flag here.
Unsportsmanlike.
I don't know if he spread them wide or did a push. I could not. Did you see it that way? We'll see how many yards they mark off. Almost thought it was like an offensive interference, but there wasn't anybody around him. We are not sure what the call is yet. I'm not seeing a good clear. I think you're right.
It's 15 yards. It was unsportsmanlike. Yep. Which is what we had too much of last week. That's right.
We did some silly things there on a couple point PATs and stuff, just unnecessary on those. But, Okay,
hey, 3rd and long, getting that. Where is the first down marker?
That's right. Know where that is. It's way
Keep the ball in front of you. They'll probably go for it on 4th down,
right.
But still keep the ball in front.
Right. Let's not relax too much. Bradford rolls out to his right.
We got to get some pursuit over there. Yeah. He's across the line.
He dropped the ball anyway. That was Kai Warren who dropped it.
They threw it. I'm not sure why the line judge on the other side didn't throw it.
What was he watching? Yeah, you always wonder what he's watching. So that's another flag.
I don't remember. Is that loss of down if you take the penalty?
Yeah. Because you may decline it, right?
Well, but if it's a loss of down, you don't decline it. You take it, and it's a loss of down. So it's 4th down.
Grounding for sure is. I don't know about jumping across that.
I'm not sure. Either way, it's going to be 4th down.
So it'll be 4th down, and that should bring it.
Yep.
Yes, it is. It is loss of down. So you take the penalty plus the down.
Yeah. So they are going to punt this time. It looks like is that Bradford or is that Coble? Can't tell if that's a 21 or 11.
Yep. Coble.
Coble's going to punt. And he gets a nice high ball up in the air, and it looks like it's out of bounds. Though.
Okay, wow. Whoa.
That's where it landed.
Not that far.
Yeah.
Okay, they're coming back.
Triangle.
Hey, we're going to have
He's
decent.
Got it marked
we're
right
going to have decent
Yep.
field position. Hey, by the way, the referee from West Lafayette, Indiana, has a name by the name of Trent Johnson.
Is that one?
Yes, it is. And I know he goes to a lot of the Purdue baseball games. And so it's Trent Johnson, and he's a big fan of our Trent Johnson.
That's right. I think he's an insurance guy up there.
Yes, he is.
All right, so Athenians will take over first and 10 on the 28-yard line.
Our third possession. See if we can get something positive going.
Still Kale under center. He is under center this time. He's got Noah Allen in the backfield with him, and
too much time.
Yep.
Delay of game. Delay of game.
Not sure why you came. Yeah.
Hey, here's the play. I don't know what our rule is, but North's running split tackles. Nobody over the center.
Right.
Hey, on first down, nobody over the center.
No.
Yeah. Little quarterback sneak, get 3 yards. And what it does is it just makes those linebackers
have to focus.
Exactly. They've got to stay home just a little bit longer. Good play.
Pass to Alex.
And man, you know what?
Yeah.
That was a great job by Alex because he had one thing in mind, and that was catching the ball. He didn't care if he gained a yard after that. He caught the ball.
Yeah.
That is improvement.
That's right. And we got 6 yards on that play, so it brings up second down and a long 8 maybe. Yeah, 6 yards back, so McCarty's back now in his shotgun. He's got Noah Allen in the backfield with him. And
good job.
A quick pass to Carson Scott.
First down.
Carson Scott's got some wheels. Catches the ball, made a nice move right there.
I'm watching North's defense, and I went to the North-South game.
Yep.
Watching that, and many times North, their D-backs will play 10 yards off the receiver.
Yep. And set up on them.
And, again,
if they're
going to do that, take it.
Yeah, which is what we're doing tonight, it appears. I mean, that's Hernandez.
And we may be giving Kale the option on that.
Right.
I'm not sure.
McCarty is back.
Again, look at that. Good job.
Fields right in the middle of the field.
Good. Look at the drive.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what we want to see.
And he's a competitor.
There's some sophomores.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We've talked about Fields, Powell, and Hernandez are all sophomores there.
That class is a talented class. Now look at this. We are now in North Montgomery territory. We're on the 45-yard line, first and 10. And here's what I like about that. This is what we haven't done this year but are doing better. He got the first hit and kept going.
Yes.
He did not go down. He kept fighting for yardage. So that was impressive.
Look, did you see that? Kale looked to the sideline after he got to the line of scrimmage. Now throw it away.
Jacob Braun is getting him.
Okay, that's okay.
Back to the line of scrimmage.
That's okay.
Yep. Kale ran out of bounds. He was being chased by Jacob Braun.
Something didn't look quite right there. It seemed like we should have had a receiver in the 10-yard range, and we had no one there. We had a guy that went deep.
This is another new look, though. So Mikhail Willis is now coming in, replacing Hernandez, who's done a good job. But Hernandez has been lined up wide the whole night, and he's
a
big
6'3", 6'4", against somebody that's probably 5'10".
Yeah, and how about those hands?
Right.
So, soft hands. So, in the lineup, Mikhail Willis, the freshman wide receiver with really good speed, Andrew Martin, Carson Scott, Kagan Fields. Handoff is...
ball. We got it. Fell right on top of it.
That's Noah Allen, actually.
Yeah.
And, could not tell if he just wasn't a good exchange or if he got hit. Somebody got a hand in there on it. Looked like it wasn't in very well on the handoff. So now we got third down and 13. Third down and 12, I'd say. They have 13 on scoreboards.
You know, I don't know what Coach Slicker would want here. We don't have to pick it all up.
Yeah.
If we can get 3rd and 5, we'll probably go for it. I think if it's much more than that, we'll probably just punt it and get them
quick
deep.
Pass.
I think
we got 4 yards.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and long here. Let's see. It looks like we're going for it right now.
I think they should. You know what? Seriously, what?
Oh, we're 0-1, right?
That's right. What do you have to lose at this point with these guys? Let's get them fired up and pick it up. And we have moved the ball.
Well, I think we're going to call timeout here, Brian.
Yeah.
Yep. They're going to let it run down. We're going to call timeout.
The clock's not running, though. That's interesting. Because
we ran out of bounds. The play clock is running.
He's just getting extra time to talk.
Yeah.
There's the timeout. There's second one.
Yep.
First quarter, 1:45 left.
Coach Slicker calls timeout.
No score.
We're going to see
Crawfordsville.
what they draw up here if they decide. I see Coach Riker down there.
They're still discussing it.
Let's go. My thinking is let's go for it. We'll see if they talk to Jesse or if they talk to Kale.
You know, you can look at it 2 ways, too. And North early, when they went for it, I thought, well, they're giving our offense no respect.
Right.
You know.
I thought so, too.
And now you look at it this way, and if we go for it, we're saying, well, what about our defense?
Yep.
We're not giving our defense any credit.
Right.
Because we could pin them deep.
That's right.
But then at the same time you go for it, you're saying, yes, offense, we can do this.
Right. Yeah, I agree. It's a confidence builder.
Yeah. Looks like we're going for it.
Yeah,
I look again for one of those intermediate passes.
Right.
Saying is,
it's the same thing you talked about on defense.
and again, is it matchups? Can we match up?
Yeah.
Who do we think we have the advantage with?
This
And their
24 out here is a
opposition.
sophomore. He's 5'9". That's where Andrew Martin is lined up over the top of him. But
Oh, boy, I bet we punt it now.
I bet we do too. That was a false start on the guy I just mentioned, and that's tough on those wide receivers because their job really is to go on the ball.
Well, it kind of almost tells you, too, who our primary receiver is going to be.
Yep.
Probably going to be Martin.
Right. Lined up over that sophomore from North. So now we're going to punt.
Yep.
4th and 13. Jesse Horton back to punt it for the Athenians, and Cade Coble is deep to receive, and he's a threat. Got to cover this punt well with his wheels or kick it out of bounds. Oh, nice
It's
punt.
a good punt.
Yep.
Right on the sideline. Hit one of those guys. Hit one of the North guys.
Man.
Kale.
That would have kept going.
Yeah, at least another 2 or 3 yards it would have for sure.
Pretty good roll. I think he might have thought he was closer to the end zone. I saw him point, and I think he thought he was going to roll back in there. But are we inside the 20 or right?
Yeah, we're at the 15 here.
So that's a good punt.
Hey, here we are. 1:35 left in the first quarter. Still no score.
Yeah.
Third possession for North Montgomery.
The Athenians are battling here, and that's exciting. Got guys on that front line.
The first 4 games we did not see this in the first half, right?
Yep. Yeah, that was pretty out of hand, and so it's really good to watch these guys compete.
We don't have enough. We need another guy. North Montgomery's going to have to call timeout.
Yeah,
they had too many guys.
They had too many guys, and he knew if he stepped off the field, it was going to be a penalty.
Right.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Got 1:35 left in the first quarter.
Both teams have used 2 timeouts in the first quarter.
What's that say? How about that? So much for saving them for the end of the half, huh? I like our timeout, so I like what they're doing with it. Hey, we are. North Montgomery's going to take over 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line. And but both teams have actually moved the ball here, and then both defenses have stepped up and made some things happen. So
far it's been good football overall.
The linebacking crew of Peyton Busenbarg and Jesse Horton
in the backfield here.
Yep, it's going
and they
to
hand it off to him up the middle. Normally you would see Koval going to the outside with that speed.
Yeah, and I also think he can make people miss there. He picks up about 5 yards. Picks up half of it, I think. So, 2nd and 5 on the 20-yard line now. That was Cade Coble, as Coach Welliver mentioned. Yep. Decent job there. He's going to be quick, and we are going to expect him to come around the outside.
He's still in the backfield.
Yeah, he's in the backfield. Zach Braun's up on the line, playing a little tight end position. And it's a passing down, quick pass out to
that's Walden.
That's Walden out there. They've got him out because he is going to use that speed. We were there, but the pass was completed, and that was McCarty and Jack Pendleton on the coverage out there. But big gain. Ball's going to be marked at the 37-yard line, 1st and 10 for North Montgomery.
With no huddle there.
Yep, Chargers are moving quick. Athenian defense has to be ready here. And Bradford's handing off again up the middle to Coble. And he is tripped up there by Jesse Horton and Manson Simmons, but he still picks up about 7 yards.
And they're still going no huddle.
Yeah, they're moving quick. 29 seconds to go in the first quarter.
And that's smart against us since we're pretty inexperienced.
Right.
Just trying to speed the game up.
Yep. Second, about 3 yards to go. Probably
up the middle again.
Yep.
It's going to be a first down.
They did pick it up. They're going to change out some of these defensive guys on this one with the moving of the sticks.
That's going to be the last play, I think, of the quarter.
It should be. 79, T.J. Darty in for the Athenians, giving Manson a blow.
That is it.
Yeah.
And, overall, again, we've been saying, good competitive first quarter.
That's right.
That's what we want to see.
We'll take it.
If we can play another quarter like that, play one quarter at a time, one play at a time.
Right. Yeah. And that's what Coach Slicker said. Every article is, hey, we want to compete every single play. Guys doing their job, no missed assignments, and we are doing a lot better.
We are doing tremendously better.
Yep.
I've seen, just the 2 regular season games that we've had at home, and the comparison of those 2 games to last week and so far the start of this week, it's just night and day.
That's right.
Not the same team at all. If we'd have had the team that we have on the field now at the beginning of the year, we might have, you
could get something, get that win call.
Yes.
The thing we haven't talked about at all tonight yet, Rhett, is they are celebrating this 89 football team here that was in the Final Four and lost, I guess, and I didn't go up there. But
I was there. It was in a snowstorm. Legitimate snowstorm.
Yeah. My wife was a cheerleader, and she said they made it by halftime.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah, that bus had to they were pulled off the interstate, and it was nasty. Just nasty for October.
Yeah. Faking off the Coble, and he's going deep, and he's got. I'll tell you, that was Kai Warren open.
Yeah.
We had Kagan Fields and Andrew Martin on the coverage, but he was open.
Yeah, he was. We were playing no safety that time, or the safety was actually covering someone else. But
might have been.
He was open. It's a good thing. A good thing it was not a good pass,
right?
Because that would have been a touchdown.
Yeah. So here we go. Brings up 2nd down and 10 on the 47-yard line.
They pass the ball. We got to get some pressure on the quarterback.
That's right. There you go.
We have nobody out there.
Coble is outside, and Andrew Martin is going to bring him down, but not before he picks up. Wow.
We had no one out there.
No, probably 24 yards right there. Pick up.
Well, our defensive end took the quarterback, which is what he's supposed to do.
That's his assignment.
But then we had a D-back that was on the receiver over there, and we had no outside linebacker over there.
No, I wonder if he didn't blitz. We did hit Bradford that time.
But that was the end that got it.
That's right. It was Hernandez, I think. And here we go again, and that's Powell, and the pass is
stop grabbing and hit.
Yep.
And that is Jacob Braun making the catch.
Jacob Braun makes that catch and close to the first down. He got it, didn't he? picked it up. It was
Yep.
McCarty that hit him first. And Jack Pendleton was in there on the tackle, too, for the Athenians. But they are moving the ball in two big chunks right there, which can take the wind out of your sails.
You know, earlier on, we did get a little bit of pressure on Bradford. Not a lot, but enough to make him move.
Right.
And now we're not getting any pressure.
Yep.
So either North has made an adjustment or their line just playing a little bit
That's
better.
right. Yep.
Up the middle again. Walden.
We hit him, and Nate Schrader hit him, just couldn't bring him down, and he's brought down by Jesse Horton taking Fields, but he picks up a big chunk, too,
he did.
on first down.
It's going to be like 2nd and 3.
3, maybe 4. It looks like he picked up 7. Yeah. Yeah.
It looks like they're going to go right back to the run with this formation. Yep. Walden again. He's going to get the first down there. Going to be down about the 6-yard line.
Yeah, he is. Their line is just, they're moving it now.
Yeah.
Our guys are probably a little winded. Got Nate Schrader up there and Manson and Alex Hernandez, linebackers of Jesse and Peyton Busenbark. So, it's, good stuff going on here. Here we go.
Back sneak. They're just, they're just.
They're going to try to do it.
Gain of 2 down to about the 4, I think.
We're ready for the 11th play of this drive.
They're just going to ride that offensive line.
They're doing it right now, aren't they? Bradford's up under center.
Our defensive linemen just got to sit low, take the lineman out, and then the linebackers got to come up.
All right. There's a handoff again to Walden.
Good job.
They did exactly what you said there.
You know, the defensive linemen in this situation don't even need to think about making the tackle.
No, they're occupy.
Neutralizes at line of scrimmage, let the linebackers
fill the hole,
come up and make the tackle.
And that's what happened. That was Pendleton there, and Jesse Horton on that side did a really great job. Now it's 3rd down and 3.
Now watch that option here. Watch the option to the wide side.
Yep.
They ran that a bunch. Our linebacker, option right side, short side, cut in.
They got him.
It's going to be down to the 2, so it's going to be 4th and goal from the 2.
Yeah, Kagan Fields did a good job there, coming up and making the tackle.
Hey, you got to sell out here. If they throw it, they throw it.
Right.
Sell out for the run.
Go get it.
Sell out for the run. If they throw it, they throw it.
4th and 3. He only got back to the line of scrimmage there. 4th and 3 on the 3.
I would, if you got a run blitz, I would just go with a run blitz. And if they throw it, I think that Carmine over the middle.
He's going to throw it. He's going to try
Carmine,
to fade.
over the middle.
Yep,
it's over the middle. That's the Braun.
Yep.
The tight ends ran a crossing route on each other.
Right. And he looked him off, too. He was looking left the whole way and came back right and threw it.
Yeah.
So the North Montgomery gets on the board with 8:40 to go in the second quarter. 6-0 right now. North Montgomery over.
Hey, I did
Crawfordsville.
Hey, we did a nice job inside the 10 there.
Yeah,
we played physical ball.
Right. We still hit him, and boy, here's what he had though. To your comment, here we go again with this first play. Cobal's coming in motion, same thing they did, faked it.
All right,
to his hands.
I was going to mention that. North Montgomery does not have a kicker, so they will always go for 2.
Yeah. Is that Carmine? Yeah, Kiefer Carmine, the 6'5" senior, but doesn't come up with it, so successfully stopped him on the conversion attempt, so it's 6-0 with 8:40 to go in the second quarter. And you know what? Here's the other thing you mentioned a couple minutes ago. That was too much time to throw. Just got to get more pressure on him and get in there.
Weebo is just really, it's 35-0 over Frankfurt. Danville's up on Southmont now 14-0, and Lebanon is ahead of Tri-West 14-0.
That's a little surprising.
Yeah, I really thought, man, it could be. It's, Tri-West and Lebanon and Danville, I think, are all pretty even.
Yep, I would agree with you.
And then, Weebo's a step ahead of everybody else.
We know Lebanon's quarterback is Harker, and he's thrown for almost 1,000 yards already this season.
Yeah. He's a little bit like that. His completion percentage, if you look at it, it's not great completion.
It's only 492.
Yeah, it's less than 50%.
Yeah.
But he hits a lot of long passes for touchdowns.
Big play. Well, same as here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, same as here. So,
which really tells me it's probably not a great passing game.
Right.
There's probably, it's probably just so long.
So long, and it's, once in a while, one of your quick guys runs under.
Yeah,
it in.
Harker's brother, by the way, is playing in the Canadian Football League.
Yeah. Yep. I saw he actually signed and got on the team.
Mikhail Willis.
Yep, our freshman speedster. And
baby, that was a hit.
That was a
you know what? He held on to the ball.
He did. He covered it up, luckily. Welcome to high school football.
He jumps right back up.
Yeah.
Runs off.
I think it was Dylan Braun maybe that made that initial hit. He's getting some high fives for North Montgomery.
So something I believe something's going on in practice here where we are starting to play more physical ball. At one point, I thought we were running two contact and not through it. And I think we're seeing more through contact. What I mean by that is our legs keep driving. Once we.
Hey, we're more physical. I mean, that's what you're pointing out.
Yeah.
So
nice play. Nice play.
And he's running hard. And look at that. Gets hit.
Good
and
job.
Keeps those legs pumping.
Yep.
Kai Warren drives him out of bounds, but he picks up 8, maybe 9 yards.
That was a nice change of pace there. We hadn't seen anything like that. Getting the ball out quickly to the outside. And obviously the coaches saw that. I think that we ran to the weak side.
Right.
North's overloading to the strong side.
Right. Yep.
And it was just a man-on-man thing. It's like, man, if we can get there, we got something.
So we got Hernandez lined up wide. We got Andrew Martin. McCarthy's going to
go keep pass. Good job.
Yeah, I think he picked up. He was right at the marker. I think he picked up first down.
They're going to give it to us.
Yeah.
On the line. Again, I think I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago. If it's like college football and NFL, if it's close, first down.
Yeah, right. Well, they always mark it now to the actual hash marker to the line. So that you know where that is as an official.
Well, and you know what? I don't mind it until it gets down to if it's a game, at the end of the game, you got to be true.
Right. When's the last time you seen a measurement, though?
Here's that
little toss
nice
again
positive yards, about 4 on the 3 to 4. Going to give us a gain of 4 on the play.
It's to Noah Allen again. Another little toss to the short side of the field.
Yeah. But again, just North's doing a nice job on their pursuit there. Yeah. Even though they were loaded heavy to the other side of the field. Yeah, their guys didn't wait. I mean, they saw a flow come this way, and they're going.
Right. They're going to go make a hit.
Which, I'm sure we're teaching and we're teaching and we're teaching. And the guys see this in video.
I love what Coach Slicker's brought. I love what he's brought to this.
Yes.
And you just give him a year or two here. But McCarty drops back to pass, but he has all kinds of pressure. And it looks like that might have been, is that Braun? No, 52.
That's Webster.
Yeah, that's Drew Webster, who's in there all over him. And so, but he does fight to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know what? If we could actually, that would not be a bad play if we actually had a quarterback draw where we're actually blocking to have that
to open it up
instead of actual pass coverage or pass defense.
Yep. Actually be a draw play.
Yeah, because North's linebackers were gone. They were gone.
Hernandez back in for McHale. We're tight here. Outside. It wasn't
not a good pitch behind him.
Tough toss. But here's what, to Noah's credit, he reeled it in.
Yep.
Thank goodness. Made sure he covered the football, but that's going to bring up 4th down. And he probably lost 2, so probably 4th down and 8.
Yeah.
Ball on the 44-yard line, so the Athenians are going to punt. I like some of the play calling there, though. That was exciting to see and mixed it up well.
Yeah.
It was good for the Athenians. Okay, so we got Jesse back to punt here with 4th down and 8 yards to go. Ball on the 44, and Cade Coble standing on his 25-yard line. To receive this, both punters have done a good job tonight getting it. Ooh, there's some pressure. Really high one there, so.
Okay.
Yep. So Ethan Powell covers it. I'm not sure why we don't let that roll a little bit or see what's happening. But, But we're covering it, and we're keeping it out of Coble's hands.
Our snapper does a really good job, and I'm sure that's Ethan too. I'm really not watching. But I coached the sophomores when they were in 7th grade, and they really were a talented bunch. Now there's several of them that played then that are not now and should be playing.
Yep, for sure.
But that's one thing I think Coach Schlicker's doing a great job on. He's getting guys out, guys that
he's
should be
recruiting
playing.
the hallways, and he's doing. I love that too. I thought that needs to happen.
We got 6 minutes to go to the half.
Yeah, keep them out of the end zone.
Yes.
Yep. There's a handoff to Warren on a sweep. Yeah, jet sweep, and he goes left. And
there we go. You know what? It was after the play. I did not see it. I think it's on North because we had a guy end up going backwards like that after contact.
Yep. So flag down. So Kai Warren on the jet sweep picks up a couple yards, but there's flag down. He's got a personal foul against Crawfordsville. Yep.
It had to be a late hit, but I did not.
I didn't see who it was.
No.
But the referee saw it because he threw that out of the backfield. And we're going to go 15 yards, which is going to take North Montgomery into Athenian territory to about the 47-yard line. First and 10.
Let's see, those are the things.
Yeah, because we only picked up 2 yards on the actual play. Yes. But you can't hit late. So first down, 1st and 10. He's in the pistol.
Nice piece and foul
again. Same location.
See what he's doing? He's doing a nice job reading the quarterback.
Right. Yeah, he dropped back into
good
coverage there.
I tell you what, we haven't had a lot of guys that read the quarterback on pass defense.
Right.
And especially, I don't want to say from the safety position, but the best safeties are always around the ball.
Right.
Because they're reading the quarterback. They're reading the quarterback.
Anticipate. So Bradford in his pistol formation. Cade Coble comes in motion, but it's fake. It's going to.
Come on.
Bradford bounces outside. Yeah, it's just too many yards there.
Yeah.
He's picking up. He bounced outside. Andrew Martin was there to cover.
I think it was Andrew that got stuck on a blocker over there.
Yeah.
But he's just got to find some way of getting off of that blocker. Yep. He's got to get off the blocker sooner.
So that brings up 1st and 10. The ball is on the 37-yard line in Charger territory with 5 minutes to go.
It looks like they're going to pound it here.
Yeah, it's that same formation.
Yep, they got a big fullback.
Yep, that's Braun in there at fullback and Walden.
Nope. Right, they're going to throw it to Braun? Nope, they're going to throw it deep here.
Well, they got Kai Warren open, who now is cut it outside and tries to fake. We bring him down. That's McCarty, and who else is out there? McCarty, Peyton Busenbark. So, they hit Warren pretty hard down there, but, boy, he picked up a bunch of yardage. On that one, gets inside the 10-yard line.
That's a nice pass route there. They really confused our defensive backs.
Yep. So it's 1st down and goal on the 6-yard line. Bradford is under center this time and hands it off to...
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. Solid job.
Cyril. And he is met the line of scrimmage maybe, or did he pick up a yard?
He picked up a yard at least.
Okay.
Looks like it's on the 4.
Okay, so picked up 2 there. So 2nd down and 4 that was Zach Cyril. He's a junior, 185 pounds, 6'1". Bradford under center again. It's kind of that same territory as last time. Quick pass out there to Kai Warren. Makes a nice little move. And that's
going to be on us.
Yeah, that's Jesse
Horton.
Yeah, brought him down when he was way in. You just can't take him down.
No. Once he crosses the end zone, the play's dead.
Yeah. So it was Kai Warren with the touchdown pass from Bradford.
And that'll be assessed on the kickoff, so they'll be kicking off from our own 45.
Yep, that's right.
Well, again, North doesn't have a kicker, so they'll be going for two here.
Yeah. Score is 12-0 with 3:55 to go in the second quarter. We're physical. We're more physical. We just don't need to be physical right there.
Yeah, we're not. We need to react a little bit. We need to react quicker.
Yeah,
quicker.
For sure.
Recognize what's going on just a little bit quicker.
Yep, they're in their wide formation again where they're split out. Got 4 guys lined up in the middle of the field, and everybody else are on both sides.
Watch Bradford on the run here.
Yeah. They're going to turn and throw the other way to trying to hit Kai Warren with the 2 linemen in front of him, but didn't work. The pass was real quick, and Warren wasn't there yet. So with 3:55 to go, it's 12-0 lead for North Montgomery.
Now here, I would like to see us really try to move the ball and get something.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, man, we don't want to be 3 and out.
No, all right. I don't want to give it back with a couple of big plays that we've given up anytime. Let's try to keep the ball here and run something. You know what? Why not just
get a couple first downs, and then if you get to midfield and there's still time on the clock, then you can look to go long or something.
That's right.
Whoa. Danville's putting it to Southmont now. It's 28-0.
Well,
Tri-West is starting to come back now. 14-7.
Okay. And Webo and Frankfurt, just what we expected over there. Unfortunately for Frankfurt, they are winless on the year, and it's 42-0.
But they will have the running clock for the second half.
They will.
That's a good rule.
Yep. We could have used that in the past few years. I hate to say, but it's the truth. Would have been nice. So, kicking off from the 45, it goes to, this time to Carson Scott. Takes it and starts up the middle, bounces outside, and just probably only picks up a couple more yards bouncing it outside, but
at the 20.
Carson's quick.
If Carson can get out and get to open field, he can get some yards.
That's right. I'd love to see us hit him on some fly route that he is.
During the summer scrimmages and stuff, I was watching, we threw to him deep over the middle and did a nice job of it. And I haven't seen as much of that.
No, I don't know that we have quite enough time to throw. I mean, I think that's what's a little bit of what's going on here. Just need to give him a little bit of time.
Need to get a first
Kale can do. So Kale's
here.
under center. Looks like we're going to run. Noah Allen takes it, and he's hit right line scrimmage.
75.
Maybe a yard deep, actually. Maybe a loss of 1.
That looks like Manleaf, a freshman, I believe. At least that's the number that I saw.
Say, they got that line there. There's Drew Webster in there on their D line, and right. Hit one of their defensive tackles in Carmine, so they've got some size up there on that front line. So, second down 11. And
see what we got over here.
Guys split wide, Andrew and Carson. Split wide and Carson.
Throw quick. No. Throw it.
Oh,
good job.
Nice ball. Kale threw a great ball, and that was
Hernandez again. He went down and got it.
Yeah.
That's a sign of maturity.
Yep, and here's what I like. That pass was right where it needed to be, so only Hernandez could get it.
When you're throwing over the middle, guys in front of you, you throw the ball low.
Right.
Guys behind you, you throw the ball high.
Yeah, he did the right thing there, so brings up third down and 6. I'm going to call it. The board says 7, but I think it's 6.
We really need to get this first down.
Yeah, be great. Not punt it away here. Little toss there, and we got...
They threw it. That's going to be pass interference.
Now, there's the height advantage we talked about earlier. That's that sophomore defender for North Montgomery. His name's Gabe Laws.
Yep. 5'9" against the 6. What do we have Hernandez at?
I don't know. He's a big boy.
Yeah, we have him at 6'3", and he's every bit of 6'3".
Yeah, he's big guy, soft hands. Went up to get it, and that's going to give us a. First down.
If we can get another first down, then we can be a little more aggressive going downfield.
Yeah, let's get the ball.
Now, North, I would imagine, if I'm North, I'm playing off a little bit and saying, hey, go ahead and throw it underneath.
Right. So here we go. It's 1st and 10. Ball's on the 33. McCarty's going to pass again. He's looking, but they are on him. And that's Braun and Webster. Actually, that's the whole North defensive front right there.
Okay, now I'm looking to run some clock.
The other lineman for North is Nick Rice. He's a senior, 6 foot, 245.
And he's really picked up his play this year.
He played well right there for sure.
That's the thing. I think A lot of people are surprised by North playing some close games with Lebanon
Yep.
and Webo. And the big thing that has happened is they've had some linemen really pick up their play.
Step it up.
Yeah.
Yep. And they have. So here's McCarty in the shotgun formation. He's throwing a. He threw a ball low right there. It was to Michael Willis, but that number 24 again almost stepped in front of it.
Well, I'll tell you what, I kind of agree with the North guys over here to our left coaches. I think that was offensive interference.
Right. Yep.
You know what, though? If it was a good play.
That's right.
Because otherwise, North's going to have the ball at the 50-yard line with 2 minutes to go.
Right.
I have no issues with that.
Nope. Playing defense on that.
Yes.
So 2 seconds on the play clock. We do get the ball snapped, and here goes Kagan Fields, but he is. That was
North was selling out. They were selling
they
out.
Got everybody.
They called their last time out of the half. They want the ball back, which means they want to score.
Right.
And then, a team does that, then you have to turn around and play when you're playing defense. Okay.
Yeah. We're going to not let them.
Don't get deep.
Up. Right.
You can complete the ball in front of you. But
step up here and go. That was Walden on the coverage there. As Fields just had nowhere to run. Yeah, because they brought everybody.
Yes, they did.
So we got, here in the second quarter, minute 32 to go till halftime. We have halftime festivities for the Athenians tonight. And we got, they're going to crown the queen. So that'll be going on at halftime. We may have...
we're supposed to have some interviews after the 89 football team is recognized at the halftime.
Yep.
I believe we have Coach Chavatello coming up and possibly a couple players. I think I'm going to take this one.
Yeah.
And really want to just let Coach Chavatello talk.
Talk about that 89 team.
Talk about that 89 team. Exactly. And, what it was about that 89 team that made them what they were.
Yep.
And that's really what we're looking to get back to.
That's right.
And
they were fun to watch. I went to several games that year. I was at Wabash, and a lot of guys from my floor would go watch the Athenians play football because it was a fun game. I remember the Tipton game. Do you remember that one?
Oh, that was a great game. We won the game basically on a tight end. Our tight end was Howard Cochran that year.
Yep.
And I think it was like an 88-yard touchdown pass with 4 minutes to go in the game or something like that. It was late, and it was really a low-scoring game.
It was 16-7 or 9 or something. I can't remember. I bet Coach Shavy will remember. So Walden and his pistol fakes a handoff there and throws over the middle to Coble, who's fighting for yardage. Yep. Got a first down out of it.
Clock's going to stop.
Yep. Just move those sticks. He's getting everybody. The North's moving quick. They're up on the line. And they downed it. They downed it. Yep. So second down, clock stops on that. Manson Simmons going to step out of the game there. He kind of stepped through and hit Bradford after it was already play was dead. We don't want to give up 15 yards. Go to
the ball. React to the ball.
Yep. And, tell you what, that was Kiefer Carmine with a nice catch. That was a nice ball from Bradford, and we make the tackle. But they're on the 4-yard line.
Timeout.
Yep.
Whoa.
Crawfordsville takes timeout.
Okay.
Yep. Coach Slicker's he's actually going out in the field. He's telling the guys to just stay out there. He's got it. He's going onto the field. And he's actually taking him into the end zone there.
Yeah.
He might be getting.
He's going to get
some encouragement.
Rather loud encouragement, I would think.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, understanding, keep the ball in front of you, but you can't let them go 40 yards down the field and keep the ball in front of you.
Right. Yep.
That was too easy.
That was too much. Yeah. 3 easy plays, and we had the potential to give up another risky personal foul, actually.
There's enough time on the clock. North can run the ball here, too.
Right. Yep.
So you got to play it honest.
Yep. It's first down, 4 yards to go. First and goal from the 4. 1:08 left in the second quarter. So Bradford's going to be under center again, and they're going to pound it. They look like
that looked like motion.
I thought he moved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a flag anywhere?
No. I think he's going to be in there.
I saw it too. They're calling. They did not give it to them. Why did the clock stop? Oh,
They stopped the.
We got the ball. I think Jesse Horton came up.
Winding the clock again.
Yeah, Jesse Horton came out.
Hey, we got to be down and ready. Our guys get down.
Yep.
We're not ready.
No.
They're going to quarterback sneak.
Right.
No.
Yep. On the outside,
he's
Coble is in. He's on about the 1 foot line, so that's tough to stop there. So Coble just turns it upfield with a handoff, and he's in for the touchdown. That makes it 18-0 in favor of the Chargers with 39 seconds to go here until halftime. As you mentioned, of course, they're going to go for 2. They've not been successful yet on this. On these conversion attempts tonight, they're going with a different lineup.
Traditional set here.
For the Chargers. They're going to line up a regular offense here. Working out with the pistol. He's got Walton behind him.
Fake handoff to
wide open.
It is, and same thing to the other side. This time it was Carmine going the other direction. Tight end guys are
on that.
Across.
Yeah, on that our linebacker.
Yeah, he's got to stay in the zone and.
Well, he played the run, but all you have to do is watch the line. What was offensive line? What was their blocking? It was pass blocking.
Right. So you need to.
Yeah, you just miss. Yeah, and you drop back.
Right. Yeah. So that makes it. That was a successful conversion. That makes it 20-0, with 39 seconds to go here in the second quarter until halftime.
They're really disappointed in this quarter after our first quarter.
Yep.
We got to get it back together here.
Right.
Obviously not this half.
Right.
But, halftime.
Come on, halftime, make some adjustments.
And just realize where are we at.
Right.
Our missed assignments. Again, assignment football.
Right.
Assignment football.
Yeah. And that's just what he points out here in these keys to the game. They've had a good week in practice. You can see us playing physical. Just got to be able to put a stop on North Montgomery. So here we go. This is LaFoon kicking off for North. Squib kick. Pops up in the air right into Carson Scott is in his hands, and he dives to stop it. About the 30, maybe 29-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark him at the start of the slide. So.
Hey, at halftime, I think what we'll do is, since we have a lot of halftime activities here, we'll put the mic just out the window here, pick up the PA for the homecoming festivities.
Sounds good.
And then they'll recognize the 89 football team. I assume they're going to name each player and coach through that. And then after that, I think Coach Chavatello will be up here. I think Scott Motes is coming up, and then maybe one other player.
Okay.
And I think we're actually may share some of these guys with the radio. So it'll be good. It'll be good to hear what they say. And Scott Motes, by the way, he was the quarterback of that team, a junior on that team at that time. Just.
Be fun to hear from those guys.
It will be.
Good to catch up with those guys. So McCarty we did a little quick pass. There's 4 seconds, 3, and last play of the half. And he's going to throw one up in the air, but it's going to go out of bounds. They called it. So here's what happened.
Well, he did.
Officials.
He had stepped out of bounds before he jumped up in the air.
Right. So they say he's out of bounds. So the score going into halftime now is 20-0 in favor of the Chargers. Athenians will head in there, make some adjustments. Coach Slicker's walking off the field with Jesse Horton coaching him up. He's one of the senior captains and leaders on this team. So we head to halftime. I'm just going to mention who the Queen candidates are.
Yeah, do that.
Abby Bannon is daughter of Jeff and Amanda Bannon, and she's escorted by Karsten Williamson, the son of Rob and Amy Williamson. And then we have April Sellis is another Queen candidate, daughter of Lucy Morales. And April's escorted by Chris Olvera, who's the son of Jesse Olvera and Christy Dominguez. We have senior Madison Fry as a Queen candidate, daughter of Jeremy and Jennifer Fry. Madison's escorted by Nick Wolcott, son of Doug Wolcott and Maggie Bryant. And then we have Peyton Sennett, another Queen candidate, senior, daughter of Michael and Tiffany Sennett. And Peyton is escorted by Eli Widmer, who's the son of Mark Widmer and Megan Craig. And those will be the Queen candidates.
Yeah, it's going to be a long halftime, a busy halftime.
Yeah. So we're going to let the coverage happen with the PA out here, and then we'll be.
By Alex Kellerman, son of Holly and Kevin Kellerman. Junior class attendant Olivia Server, daughter of Melissa and John Server, escorted by Brendan Sandusky, son of Kim and Tony Sandusky. Honorary attendant Rania Siebert, host family Jerry and David Sills, escorted by Cole Hudson, son of Rob and Shirley Hudson. Senior class attendant and Queen candidate Abby Bannon, daughter of Jeff and Amanda Bannon, escorted by Karsten Williamson, son of Rob and Amy Williamson. Senior class candidate and Queen candidate April Sellis, daughter of Lucy Morales and granddaughter of Tony Carretto, escorted by Chris Olvera, son of Jesse Olvera and Christy Dominguez. Senior class attendant and Queen candidate Madison Fry, daughter of Jeremy and Jennifer Fry, escorted by Nick Wolcott, son of Doug Wolcott and Margaret Bryant. Senior class attendant and Queen candidate Peyton Sennett, daughter of Michael and Tiffany Sennett, escorted by Eli Widmer, son of Mark Widmer and Megan Craig. The flowers of the homecoming court are just a few examples of what Milligan's has to offer. Milligan's Flowers is located on Main Street in downtown Crawfordsville. This year's homecoming queen will be crowned by Student Council Secretary Josh Hacker. Crawfordsville High School's 2019 homecoming queen is April Sellis.
We'll be here just for a couple minutes before they introduce the 89 football team as the homecoming festivities kind of wind up here at halftime. I'm just thinking a little bit more about that 89 team and some of the games that they played. One of the most memorable games was the last game of the regular season where you had Western Boone that was undefeated in the conference, in fact, undefeated on the year, and Crawfordsville was undefeated on the year. And we go over to Western Boone, and we have the ball to start the game, and we run a screen play, a center screen, middle screen, and Western Boone intercepts the ball, runs it back for a touchdown, and gets out to a quick lead, and then the game just totally turned. Ended up being a blowout for the Athenians, and that was a very, very good Western Boone team that won their football sectional and went on, I think, the next year and maybe won the state. Anyway, here they're getting ready to announce these guys. I'll let the PA have it.
B.J. Moore, Chris Newland, Kelly Mikesell, Jason Seward, Toby Kearns, Tate Harbottle, Howard Cochran, Scott Motes, Jeff Hunt, Scott Whalen, Eric Sieferman, Jason Brewer, Chuck Perry, Jared Fitzwater, Danny Mountcastle, Jeff Gilstrap, Donnie Jesse, Eric Hopkins, Jay Noonan, Scott McCormick, David Henthorne, Derek Stout, Jesse Martin, Michael Mannion, Chris Schillings, John Lee, Matt Voorhees, coaches Rick Shabatello, Coach Larry Motes, Coach Gary Lynn, Coach Bill Boone, Coach Mike Fry, and Coach Bob Taylor.
All right, looked like several of them came back. Of course, the star player on that 89 football team was Toby Kearns. Tailback, atypical tailback in that he was about 210 to 220 pounds, not real fast, good speed, not real fast, but he was a load to bring down, and he had, I believe, Mike Markland as the fullback right in front of him. And Mike was a little bit smaller. He was about 10 pounds smaller than Toby, and Toby was just a load to bring down. And they had speedy wide receivers, Matt Jackson on one side. I can't remember first name of the Wabash coach's son, Rob Johnson. But his son was on the other side. Oh, Brian Johnson. And we also had Andrew Martin, not Andrew, Jesse Martin, that was one of the receivers as well. Some other names on there. Tate Harbottle was that big-time guy. In fact, he went on to IU the following year. Both Toby was first. Lost my spot there. Toby Kearns was first-team All-State in '89, and then Tate Harbottle was first-team All-State in '90. Hey, we got Coach Chavatello in here. Yeah, if you can, Michael. I'm going to try to get some video of these guys. Hey, I think what we'll do, guys, we're just going to have your mic out like this. Okay, I'm going to keep the headsets on. And I want to talk to Coach first. He's the man. All right? So, Coach, it's been 30 years. It is. But, I remember going to every one of those playoff games. I remember, first of all, the Weibo game at the end of the regular season, 2 undefeated teams coming up, and Western Boone intercepts that screenplay, middle screen, and they score first. And let me tell you, our sideline over there was like, oh, no, you know.
There was a call on that play that was put in that week, so we went to practice it.
Hey, I got to go over that again. I had your mic turned off. Okay, we're going to go over that. We've got Coach out. Coach, we're going to go over that again. First was the Weibo game, last game of the regular season. Both teams undefeated. First series of the game. The quarterback here throws an interception to Weibo, and they run it back, take the quick lead, and sidelines going nuts, crowds going nuts in a negative way. And then all of a sudden, that was it. That was a ball game. And
we scored the next 42.
Yes.
Sleeping dog. You never wake a sleeping dog. And I'll tell you what, they woke us up. But, I'd probably call that play. That was probably my mistake.
Yeah. Hey, Coach, what I would really like for you to talk about is the team, but also what made that team so special, if you can. And I'm just going to let you go.
Yeah. Well, I think that the young men that I brought up here and the guys that came out to my house today, one of the things they talked about is the togetherness. They liked each other. They worked hard for each other. They pulled for each other. They helped each other. They spent a lot of time in the summer in the weight rooms. And they really actually made that commitment about the time they were sophomores. Freshmen or sophomores, and they really dedicated themselves to improving and doing the things necessary. And, a lot of hard work went into that. We had some skilled players, we had some great players, but we were talking today, there was only a few guys that were really what we would consider great athletes. The rest of them were all just hard workers, had big hearts that laid it all on the line for the Athenians every week. And so we were blessed. We were blessed with good coaches. I had great assistants at that time. I had Kelly Cochran, Lance Shy, Bill Boone, Larry Motes, Greg Lowe, who passed away. At the high school level, we had, I think even Chris Irvin was with our group. Was Chris with us then? No. Okay, Chris came in later. But, we had good coaches. And like I say, it was a together team. They would go Thursday night out to a place called Mr. Daddy's and eat together as a team. One of the parents would cook breakfast for almost the entire team on a Friday morning.
It was a family.
Oh, my, yes. And they got along. They liked each other and pulled for each other, and I think that's where it started. Yeah.
And it was a cause. It was a cause of the team. The team was just all about the team and not any individual.
Right. Nobody cared who scored or how many passes they caught or how many passes they threw. It was always about the team winning and everybody trying to be the best that they could be every time out there. It was a pleasure to coach them. It really was.
And it was kind of a culmination of, what was that, like your 11th year, 12th year at Crawfordsville, and you'd just been building and had great teams before.
Yeah.
What made that team more special? Like I think about the 77, 78 teams.
We had some really good teams. Actually, the first one started in '77.
Yeah,
and there was only 3 classes of football back then, and they were able to make the playoffs. They were a 9-1 team, beat Lafayette, Jeff, Noblesville, Brownsburg. The big schools. We were playing the big schools back then, and went to the playoffs. They were one of 8 teams that had a chance to win the state championship. And then, like you said, maybe I think it was 81 or 82. Once again, we made another run, and I think we lost in the Final Four in that one. And then a year later, we were in again, a different type of playoff system, and we got to the, I think, Final Four or something of that nature, or Final 8, and we lost to a 3-time state champ, Franklin Central, 6-3, and they just mopped everybody else up. I mean, won by 40. So we had been building towards that. We had young men in the junior high that saw the success we were having, and they wanted to emulate that. They wanted to actually be better. And when they got together as freshmen and stuff, I think they started to commit themselves, and it was a fun ride. It was great young men to be around.
Well, I know this, having played at Southmont, and when I was there, we were a decent team for where we were at in the conference we played in. But man, we came to Crawfordsville and we played Crawfordsville, and it was just a completely different level of football. And that goes to your coaching and your leadership, and you just played a different physicality than most teams did. Even the big schools, you went up and you just, physically, the Crawfordsville teams matched up right with the big schools. It just did not matter.
Yeah, well, we were blessed during that time period with some good young men that worked hard. We beat Lafayette, Jeff, 4 out of the 8 years. They dropped us. Right. Lafayette dropped us because we kept on beating them. And they were probably 4 times the size we were. But we had young men that believed in what we were doing and played with a lot of heart. Like I said, when you're blessed with good coaches, when you're blessed with good players, a lot of things can happen. You yourself know, because you've coached state championship teams here at Crawfordsville, that the togetherness is what usually ends up being a great team.
Absolutely. When you get to the point that you don't have to coach a lot and the kids take over, man, it's just...
You go along for the ride.
Yes, you do. Exactly.
and you enjoy it. You really do.
Yeah. I will move you. You want Eric to go next? Okay. Hey, let me check. These radio guys might want you. Hey, Jared, you want coach? It's up to him. If you want to talk on the radio, head on down there. Okay, hey, next we have Eric Seiferman. I believe defensive back?
Yes, sir.
Right?
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, well, what are your memories of, not just that team, but I think, were you a junior or senior that year?
I was a senior.
You were a senior, okay. I'll talk to Scott about another time there, but again, starting at the junior high level at that time, not middle school level, and bringing it all the way up to your senior year, just the memories and all that.
Right. So, when we entered middle school as 7th graders, we had a pretty solid season, and we were conference champions and all that, so we were solid early. And then Scott's class came in behind us. We were now 8th graders. We went undefeated. They went undefeated. And so I think that everybody in the community, anyone associated or close to the football program, knew that by the time we all got to high school that we might have something special. And, we knew the coaches were thinking that because it was like your 8th grade year, my 9th grade year when they combined the teams. So Scott's 8th grade year, my 9th grade year, Greg Lowe and Gary Lynn and maybe your dad took us over to...
Yeah, my dad.
Oh, is that right? Took us over to Covington High School, and we were going to play that they were calling the C-team game. And I don't know, we destroyed poor Covington, something like 56-0. But on the ride home, I'll never forget, Greg Lowe said, if this team sticks together and keeps working hard, this could be the team playing in that big white building in Indianapolis someday. And that stuck with all of us. It's like, they believed in us, and, we certainly didn't want to disappoint any of them. We love the coaches like second fathers, and in many ways, Scott's dad was. We grew up just down the road from each other. We were throwing a football around when we were 5 years old, But, it started early.
I'm glad you mentioned the community because, as I remember going to those games, they were sellouts. Yeah. Every game, the seats were packed, and then you had gobs of people standing along the fence, along the track. and it was just really cool.
Yeah, even on our final game up in Hammond, Indiana, here we are in suburban Chicago, and there couldn't have been but a couple thousand people left in Crawfordsville, Indiana, because they were all there.
Right.
When you ride that wave for so deep into the school year, it just affects the morale of the entire building. Kids that maybe you wouldn't have even associated with or talked to back then, all of a sudden were high-fiving you in the hallway, and it was a great time and a great experience and just a lot of fun.
It was, absolutely. And, everybody's excited at that point in time. And, again, it was a special time. And these guys, I know, and I'll tell you what, Coach Slicker is doing the right things. He's trying to build a family. He's out there recruiting like the Dickens and trying to get the guys to do the right things. And I was talking to Brian Saunders, our other guy webcasting tonight, about the improvement that we've seen. And I know we're down big here at half, but the first 4 games of the season, the game was over at the end of the first quarter. And he's doing a good job. And believe me, you guys set the bar, and everybody's trying to get back to that. And it'll happen someday. And then hopefully, and I know that you feel this way about the baseball team, but we'll get to that. But that baseball team that Scott Moats was on and won that first sectional was a huge deal in those later state championships that happened years and years later. But it all goes together.
Right. Yep.
And so glad to have you here, and glad to see so many guys made it back. How was your afternoon?
My afternoon, well, I didn't make it out to coaches until very late. I couldn't get out of work and kids and everything else, and so I didn't get there until about 5:30. But we'll see what happens after the game.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Well, I'm going to let you go, Eric. We've got Scott Moats coming up here next.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Again, Scott was the quarterback, junior quarterback on that team. And again, being a junior, and you've got seniors like Eric Seiferman and Toby Kearns, and basically most of that offensive line were seniors, right?
Chris Newland, Drew Harris, Derek Stout.
Right.
And then we had 2 juniors, Jason Seward, Tate Harbaugh.
Right. So it really made your job of being a leader pretty easy as a junior quarterback.
Yeah, and having those senior guys that, especially Eric, Toby Kearns, you just let those guys go, and it was just, a fun ride. And, like we talked about, as far as it was just a great, close team. Everybody got along. And honestly, there's still times where when I think about all the sports that I've been associated with in the past, this group is at the top.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I know everybody around here, and Crawfordsville people are a little biased, but we still believe that you guys were the best team in the state that year. It just happened that we played in a snowstorm, and the conditions did not favor us that day. If it had been a different day, we feel like we would have controlled the game, dominated the game, and then gone down to the Hoosier Dome at that time and taken care of business there.
Yeah, and if I recall right, I want to say at that Hammond Knoll game we had they were down on their 1-yard line.
Yes,
and I think one of the officials had called a safety, and the other official had not. And I believe on the next play, they went 99 yards and scored a touchdown. So it was a big swing there. But
it was a huge swing, because if we hold them there, we're in good shape.
So, but it was great to see everybody tonight. Like I said, I can go through every game and recall things. And when I knew it was really serious, even though I knew the regular season was and we were rolling, was probably the Western Boone game.
Oh, yes.
We go out for pre-warm-ups, 6:30. It's back when we played at 7:30. and our fans are already packed. And I was like, wow, that's probably one of those special moments I'll never forget.
The thing I liked about our offense at that time, too, is we were really balanced.
Oh, yeah.
If we needed to throw the ball, we could throw the ball. Yep. And I think I already mentioned earlier about the Howard Cochran touchdown against Tipton.
Yep.
And I think it was like 88 yards or something like that. Really late.
And that was a play, actually, it was almost, we drew it up in the sand. We had him run a different route than he normally would on that. He came across the middle and one-handed grab and went down the sideline and scored and turned that game around.
For a tight end, he was fast.
Yes, for a tight end. And the other thing, he used to be offensive lineman.
Yeah.
So when he was a junior, and I was sophomore, he was actually a lineman, and then he got converted to be a tight end his senior year.
I forgot that. Fast. That's amazing.
He was fast and had great hands.
Yeah,
so, but yeah, it was a special time. And
so, let me ask you about Coach Sciavatello.
Yeah.
What Coach actually mean to that team and to the program?
I'd say we saw what he gave on a daily basis. The hard work, the being here at 6 o'clock in the mornings, the two-a-days, all that stuff, and all the effort and everything that the coaching staff, and especially him, put into it. And our biggest thing is, we didn't want to let him down. We were going to do everything in our power, to follow him. He was our leader. And like I said, it just not even on the football field, but in the classroom, in the weight room, and just the true inspiration. Yeah,
there's no question. And, he's a legend.
Yes. Yes, he is.
He's very humble about it. You never hear him talk about himself.
Yep.
He's always talking about other people.
Yep.
And that's what makes that whole thing really awesome. And it's the family that we had talked about, that football team and the program, all through those years.
Yep.
All through those years.
Yep. And as we kind of talked about the junior high, is we knew early on that he was vested in us. And not just us, but every grade level. Our 7th grade, our 8th grade, our 9th grade, we went undefeated all 3 years. We used to see him up in the press box, at every game that we were playing during the week. And, he had a vested interest and, wanted to do the best for the program, the school. And, like I said, we wanted to follow his lead. And, unfortunately, we came up one game short, but I think overall, like I said, it was a great time.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Hey, Scott, I appreciate you coming up, and hope to see you around some more.
All right.
All righty. We got the second half started here. North has the ball. Chargers has it. And he hits Carmine over the middle down to the Crawfordsville 38-yard line, it looks like. Oh, we have a flag on the play, though. Hey, Brian, that was fun. I'm going to let you talk for a while, though.
That sounds good. Good to hear Coach and Scott Moats, and looked like you had Eric Sieferman as well. Good to hear from those guys. That's pretty fun. So what we had, ineligible receiver downfield on that completion, so that ball's going to come back and go the other direction against North Montgomery. So, again, just to remind you, we're into the third quarter here. It's 20-0. It's going to be 2nd down and 11. Ball's on the 35-yard line. We got Bradford in his pistol. Steps up, and it's Walden in the backfield with him. He's got time. He's going to roll out to his right. He's being chased, pursued, good pursuit there. And we got guys in front and guys down. That was good coverage.
No, it was good coverage, but it all started with the pressure on the quarterback.
That's right.
Get him out of the pocket and actually not give him anything down the field where he can run as well.
Yep.
And
that's a good point.
That'll lead to success.
Right. Yep.
Hey,
forced his hand there.
I'm probably going to miss some more of the play here, but just talking with those guys and what they're talking about what that team and the program had during all those years, I am absolutely serious that Coach Slicker is doing those things.
I agree.
He is doing those things.
Yeah.
And it's in a very positive manner. And if the biggest thing is going to be getting more and more of the kids out that should be playing. And Coach Chavatello said it. And that he didn't have very many great athletes.
Right.
And he's exactly right.
Yeah.
But you had kids that were committed and were okay with okay being a role player.
Right.
And doing the little thing.
Yeah, that was a boot right there, by the way. I'm going to jump in here with this. So I'll tell you what happened on that last play. Noah Hagemeyer made a great play on a little screen pass.
Yep.
Stopped North. Brought up fourth down. They punted over. It was a great punt over Kirsten Scott's head. Rolls inside the 5-yard line to about the 3-yard line. And I'll tell you what, the Athenians have to work out for them, but we got to stop coming out of halftime.
Yes. No, that was positive. And Cale McCarty is still at quarterback, which I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't seen Caden Underwood for at least one possession.
Right.
To mix things up.
Yep. Because that's certainly what they did last week.
It is a different look.
Now, I do think, I don't know how many quarters you get, but they got a JV game tomorrow.
Right.
And so I think you get 5 or 6 quarters a week.
That's not good. That's either a safety or a touchdown for North.
Are they going to?
Safety.
Yep, safety. Is that who had the ball? Kagan Fields. Yeah, tackled in the end zone. So,
but the play was designed not to initially go upfield.
Right.
Yeah, it was.
Yep. Right.
And North's pursuit.
Yeah.
Just.
So that's 22-0 there with 9:42 to go in the third quarter. Back to your point, Coach Welliver. I agree with you. Coach Slicker is recruiting athletes in the school. He is positive and encouraging, and I'm sure he'd obviously like to put a win on the board here and execute and do some things they can get done this season. But man, if what Coach Chavatello was saying is right, he's doing those same right things here.
Scott Mote said it. The players during that period knew that Coach Chavatello was vested in the team.
Yeah.
He was at all the middle school games, the junior high games, at that time freshman games.
Right.
There were freshman football teams, JV games. He was at all of that stuff. He was at all the workouts, the weightlifting workouts, all the workouts you can be at that time.
Right.
The rules have changed.
For sure.
But they knew that. And when you see your coach or your coaches working that hard,
right.
I would hope that you're going to work as hard as your coaches are working.
Yeah, you're going to jump in there and go right along with them.
I mean, your coaches are leaders.
Yep.
They're trying to show you what kind of work ethic to have. And who is that? That's Warren.
Warren back there.
Hi, Warren.
Horton has to free kick it, and pretty good coverage.
Good coverage.
Yep. Out to about the 45-yard line.
You saw us stay in our lane.
Yeah. Did a nice job on that because he's punting that ball. It's not a
no.
Yeah, it's not a
which is usually because you get the ball higher,
right?
Which allows your guys to get downfield farther before they catch the ball.
Yep.
Well, that's
the idea behind it. That's right. Which we did okay there with the coverage.
Yep. Well, again, we need defensive stop here.
Yeah. I'll tell you, the unfortunate part of that last whole series was we get the ball punted back to us, and it gets down to the 3-yard line.
Yeah.
And that's just tough. What a punt.
It was a good punt.
Yep.
We have to do a better job of not allowing the ball
That's
to
right.
roll that
You
far.
got to go.
It probably rolled 20 yards.
True. Got to go get it and stop it. Yeah. Yep. So Zach Walden picks up a big gain there on first down play, brings up 1st and 10. The ball's going to be on the 37-yard line. We're into North Montgomery's Athenian territory.
Yeah. Something I've seen the last couple of weeks anyway. We're getting more depth where we can play more guys.
Right.
So when a player makes a mistake, you will see the coaches sub for that player, and it's not punishment.
No, coach must teach him
exactly.
Yeah. For sure, and that can't go missed because that's not a luxury we've had.
Right,
where guys have had to stay on the field, and
that's part of getting more guys out.
That's right.
So you have more competition on the practice field.
That matters too, doesn't it?
Yep.
weight room, the things they're doing there with Coach Riker and they have Tony Bowen, Coach Bowen in there just doing some things. Of course, Brett Moats is in the weight room. Oh, there's a ball. Yep. We had Carson Scott was in the neighborhood there, and the ball was intended for Coble, it looks like. But overthrew him a little bit.
We talk about Coach Moats. I've been going to the middle school home games.
Yep.
And checking out some of these guys, the athletes out there and so on. And I've talked to some of the parents, and they talk about Coach Moats' workouts.
Yeah, exactly.
And, I think it's the first time we've had that at the middle school.
That's right. Yeah, it's a good thing.
Where they're really, working on their bodies.
That's right.
And honestly, we're the last school in the conference to address that at the middle school level.
Right.
All the other conference schools at the middle school level have been doing it for years.
Doing it for a long time. That's right. And it shows when we played those middle school teams.
Yes.
I coached the sophomore and junior group in middle school, and actually before that. So big game there by Zach Walden. Pushed out of bounds by McCarty. Ball's first and goal on the 7-yard line. Bradford's under center.
Run wide.
Outside to Coble. Good coverage there. That's
Hernandez?
That's either Hernandez or McHale. It looks like
McHale.
Yeah,
very good
defense. Yeah,
freshman there.
Great coverage on the outside. He has good speed.
Yeah.
So that's going to obviously be helpful with, especially when tracking down Cade Coble, because guess what? He has really good speed.
Yep.
So here we go. Bradford's under center again. Second down. Lost 2 yards on that play, by the way. Second 9. Second goal on the 9. Bradford rolls out right. Little toss to Braun, who was just putting his head down and went over.
I like the effort by Carson there.
Yep.
Braun's just about 50 pounds heavier than Carson.
Yeah, Carson was in the right spot. He gotten good tackling for him there.
Yes, he did.
And met him, but you're right. We're just talking mass.
Yeah.
At that point. And
Braun's 205 and Carson is that's generous. He's not 170.
Yeah, no.
He's more like 160.
Yeah. So touchdown for North Montgomery, making it 28-0. They are going to kick.
We'll check this out.
I
think it went through.
It didn't. Nope. Must have been wide left there.
They need to work on that, though.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah.
You get in the tournament and it comes down to right at the end of the game. Say it's a tie game or you're down one.
You got to be able to
do that at tournament time.
So on the scoreboard, it's 28-0 here with 7:47 to go in the third quarter. Athenians will get the ball back. That was just an unfortunate series there. That ball, the safety, and then we just gave up a couple of big plays here on defense. Got to regroup. Derailed us with the safety, I think, just in our thinking. You can see the guys. But a couple good things there. Mikhail Willis jumped in.
Yep.
Great pursuit. Running hard. Carson Scott coming up and meeting Braun on about the 2-yard line.
And I'll be honest with you, I've seen Carson shy away a couple times this year, which was disappointing. But you see that, you got to give him credit.
That's right. He did not shy away there.
He did exactly what he needed to do.
Yeah. Went after him.
Number 5, Thomas.
So LaFoon is going to kick off again for North Montgomery.
I would really like to see a score right here in the third quarter with North's starting defense out there.
That's right. Yep. That makes a difference, too. That's a good point. And
good job by Carson there.
That was low, tough one. He turned on the wheels. So picked up the ball about the 15-yard line on a tough ball.
Yes.
And runs it out to about the 35-yard line.
Yep.
That was a good run. And you know what? He just turned on the gas. I like that.
I know Carson well enough. I can talk about him a little bit. Yep. Wish he had done that on the punt.
Yeah, right. Right. Go get that thing. And
yeah, just be aggressive.
Yeah,
right. If you make an aggressive mistake, most coaches are just going to okay, they're okay with it. They may say it was stupid,
right?
but they're okay with it.
Okay.
And, then you teach from that and say,
right,
yeah.
Stacked receivers there, and quick pass out to the right side. It's out to, I think, Mikhail Willis.
Yeah.
So play him on offense and defense. So our freshman's in the lineup now and playing, but probably lost a yard.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 yards. Yep. It's going to be 2nd and 12.
Well, Mikhail's going to be one of the guys next year on offense. There's no question.
Right. That's right.
So get him in there, get him some experience.
Yep.
Don't play him too much.
Right. Yep. Just get him. Yeah, so his Friday night jitters are gone. He's ready and excited to play. So 2nd and 12 here on the 32-yard line. McCarty gets the ball and quick pass again. He's got Willis right back out to him. Look at that. He was going for the first down.
There we go. I think he did too.
They are marking him out of bounds, and I can't tell. It might be a little short.
You know what? He's right at the marker, so they're going to give it to him.
Yep. Nope.
They
gave it to him. I was going to say, if they mark it right there, they got to give it to him.
Right.
So, yep, here we go. First down. 1st and 10 for
Crawfordsville. For a freshman.
Hey, did you like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's coming off the field here, so that's that little bit of a playing time that you're talking about.
Yeah. On a positive note.
Right. Get him out.
Coach him up. He feels good.
Yeah.
Feels real good.
Yep. That's a great play. Went to him twice right there, by the way.
Looks like we're running right here.
Yeah. Let's say.
No, good. I'm glad we didn't because they were coming.
And it's a wise move there. McCarty's getting chased. Actually got tackled over there by Carmine.
You know, sometimes you just need to make your decision quick.
Yep. Right.
It wasn't there. It wasn't there. It never was going to be there.
Good chance it was going to get picked going the short side of the field. Yeah. Tough play for McCarty. So here we go.
What I mean by that, as soon as he saw that there wasn't anything there, just go ahead and throw it
out
high, out of bounds.
Right. Hernandez lined up wide left and Andrew Martin wide right. We've not looked at Andrew, but we're going to right there.
Well, you
had
can
two receiver. That couldn't have been right.
You can see why we're trying to get rid of the ball quick.
Yeah, because
they're bringing linebackers every down.
That's
every down. They're overloading our line.
Yep.
But we're making an adjustment. We're keeping at least one, maybe two extra guys in to block.
Right.
But then that means we have one or two fewer receivers.
Correct. Yeah, fewer options out there.
Right.
Look like Carson and Andrew were in the exact same area, though. That's probably not.
No.
Somebody didn't run the exact right pattern, but get that corrected. So here we go. McCarty's going under center this time on 3rd down and 10. Ball's on the 44-yard line. Get a first down. We can move in.
I like it.
Oh, and that was back to Mikhail Willis.
Yeah.
There's a guy they're going to go to. Good coverage there by number 1, Logan Kelly from North. He's a junior, 5'9", but I'll tell you what, that was a nicely thrown ball, too.
It was it was the right spot. Honestly, again, a more experienced receiver might have had a better shot at it.
Fight for it.
Yeah.
Yep, go up there and get it. So now we're in punt formation, 4th down and 10, and Jesse Horton is back to punt to be sending the ball to Cade Coble. Number 21, there's 77, Jordan Miller. Oops, nope, that's North's guy. 77, Sam Mayberry hustling on to do some blocking. Line drive punt, right to him, and good coverage. McCarty was down there, and as soon as he caught it, McCarty tackled him.
Wow, 77 for us. Jordan Miller's a freshman, 6'2", 280.
That's nice. That's actually theirs. I did the same thing.
Oh, my bad.
Sam Mayberry is a senior.
That's right.
He's good size, too.
Okay.
I did the exact same thing.
All right.
So back on defense here. North Montgomery's going to get the ball on their own 32-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. So Mikhail Willis is coming back in. He's going out to, looks like, playing defensive back spot on the right side. Got deep guys of Fields, McCarty, and Mikhail Willis this time. So fake handoff there. It's a keeper by Bradford. Picks up probably 7 yards, maybe 6. Looks like.
I need to watch those linebackers a little bit more, but we had linebacker going on the fake and not staying home.
Didn't stay home. That'd be a bad thing. Yep. Run around the side. So brings up 2nd down and 3 to go on the 39-yard line. Quick pass out to Coble.
Yes.
And,
boy.
we're bringing everybody, and there's a flag.
I think that's going to be against us.
Yeah, you think they hit him?
I think so.
Yeah, personal foul.
Yep.
Yeah, roughing the passer.
So that'll be 15 yards on the end of the play.
Yep. Yeah, because Coble got that quick pass and got out of bounds. Yeah, and that gets tacked on.
It was aggressive.
Yeah, right.
We talk about we need to play more physical. We need to play more physical.
Yeah.
We are playing more physical.
Yeah.
And now it's knowing when
to
be smart.
Right. Just being smart with it. But I'll tell you what, you are going hard and all out, and it still is football. Those things are going to happen. Pistol formation.
We see that all the time. Yeah. Every Sunday, don't we?
That's right. So here we go. He's fake, and he's just getting rid of it. Goodness. Jack Pendleton was right there, slipped right through his hands. He was running up the field.
That might have been a pick six.
Yeah. He was running up the field before he caught the football.
Yeah, he's thinking about that.
So, that's one of those that usually is a pick six because you're out on the sideline and there's nobody in front of you.
Well, you had the quarterback, but we already had a guy knock him down, and the only other guys were their linemen.
Yeah. So it brings up 2nd down and 10. Ball's on the 40-yard line in Athenian territory for North Montgomery. And Bradford is the option.
Gee, man,
nobody's out there. And Zach Searle's got a bunch of yardage on that one. He's down to about the 20-yard line. Looks like maybe they got him out of bounds. Nope, he's in bounds, but was on that far sideline. Just nobody home over there for the Athenians. So on their heels.
Yeah, again, we let the play come to us. We got to react quicker and go.
See that guy's coming and go.
Yeah, the blockers are getting to us.
Yep.
And that.
Look who's out in the huddle out there.
Yep.
Coach Slicker's out there and offering up some encouragement to his defensive unit here. They're down on the 20-yard line again. North Montgomery's threatening in the red zone. It's 28-0 here with 5:21 to go in the third quarter.
I just mentioned Chuck. That's Chuck Perry there, who played on that 89 team. Hadn't seen him for a while. He played some baseball, too, for us.
I remember him playing. And then I got to play the old man's game of softball against him. He was always competitive in that.
Chuck pitch and play a little infield, and anytime there was a pop-up to Chuck, we went, up, Chuck. Every time.
Good to have those names.
Oh, yeah.
Got 1st and 10 for North Montgomery on the 20-yard line here. Athenian territory. The Bradford's back to pass.
Look.
And there's Kai Warren's got it. It was Kagan Fields on the coverage. He does bring it down, goes up and gets it. Yeah, he just didn't turn around.
Never.
Doggone it. And
if you're not going to turn around, then you got to get right up on him.
Yeah, that's right.
And I know what he was trying to strip when the ball hits the hands.
Right. But
you just got to be closer.
And that was a nice throw. I mean, that ball led him. He didn't have to slow down.
It was right in the corner.
Right.
You're going to try the PAT again.
They sure are. So it's Bradford holding. I don't know who the kicker is. Cannot get a number. Number 41.
They got it.
They get it that time?
Yep.
So that's number 41. Cooper Bowman is in with the PAT, which, by the way, hits us that 35-point
running clock from there on, right?
So, except on change of possession. So 35-0. North Montgomery is leading Crawfordsville. And there's 5:16 to go in the third quarter.
Again, hey, it doesn't matter whether the clock's running or not.
Right.
It's just play the game.
That's right.
Keep doing the things that we've practiced on.
Yep, keep working it. That's right.
I did not check, but we're getting to the end of the fall sports season here. The golf had their sectional last weekend.
Yep.
Tennis.
The draw is tomorrow, I think.
Okay,
or
the
something
draw is
like
tomorrow
that.
because it starts Wednesday.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
and our tennis team has struggled this year. Super young, super
and a bunch of
inexperienced.
first-year guys.
Yes.
Okay, balls to Mikhail Willis on that kickoff, and he's going up the middle. Good speed, good wheels.
I like it. He's not backing down.
He just went hard. Well, returns it out to about the. Where are they going to mark that one? Probably the 36. First and 10
Looks
on
like
that. Yep.
Volleyball.
Yeah.
Draw should be coming up
Soon, maybe next week.
maybe Sunday or early next week. Yeah.
Can't remember when the draw is. The Athenians are 11-8.
Got Weibo next week.
Yep. Weibo is leading the conference, I think. Yeah, this is our big week, conference-wise. It's like Weibo and Danville, and then Tri-West is on Saturday. Or maybe not Danville. Weibo, Tri-West is on Saturday. I think Danville's next week. So, man.
Well, how in the world we got out of there?
I don't know. Fields is somehow back to the line. I don't know how they got out of that mess, but that was Fields, and that was tough.
When something like that happens, it's just really hard to do any kind of delay.
Yeah. When we're pushed back into the backfield and they're in your face, but we gained a yard out of that. Second and 9, ball's on the 37-yard line. We go. McCarty's in the shotgun there. Throws out to Carson Scott. He's knocked out of bounds by Kai Warren. And he's going to pick up another yard, maybe.
Yeah.
Pushed out of bounds by number 2.
So we're up third and 8, I think.
The penetration by North is really causing us a lot of problems and limiting our play calling ability here. We need to. It's hard, but we need to go downfield a little bit and try to back them off.
Well, just open that up. You know how that works. You got to do something to create a little room in there. They're getting such good movement at the line of scrimmage. Carty drops back, and there's a quick toss, and close. It's incomplete pass. I think it's Hernandez, right? He's coming up a little bit limp. A little limp going on there.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything too serious there.
So it's going to bring up fourth down. We got a 4th and 8.
There's our numbers thing again, though, on our line. I think our line, when we start games, is really okay. We're competitive.
Right.
We're competitive.
Absolutely. But then they're playing both ways.
We're playing both ways. There's no subs.
That's right.
And then
you're exhausted.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think that's what we've seen this season for sure. And there's a nice punt.
Yeah, go ball.
Turns Coble around. Hey, that one can jump on.
Yeah.
That one's going the wrong direction. So Ethan Powell down the field there to jump on it. Jack Pendleton, McCarty, they were all in the neighborhood. So 35-0. We got a running clock going right now. I did not think it ran on change of possession. We're not going to say anything. So 1:55 and counting here. The 1st and 10, ball's on the 33-yard line as North Montgomery takes over.
Who do we have next week? Tri-West?
Would that be
Tri-West
right?
or Danville?
Yeah. We've already had Danville.
Oh, that's right. Tri-West or Lebanon?
I think it is Lebanon next week.
So our next 2 games are on the road against Tri-West and Lebanon, and then back home for the last game against Frankfurt.
Yeah. That's who's that? That's Cyril again, and just getting a big push off their line, and he's down to about the.
I'll try to catch us up on some scores here.
Be good. At the 41-yard line.
Hey, Tri-West is ahead of Lebanon now. It's still in the third quarter. Danville, 42-0 over Southmont.
Ooh.
That surprises me a little bit.
Yeah.
And Weibo's 56-0.
Weibo was 56-0 at half, so they must have taken their varsity out. There's a handoff again to Cyril.
Now, I do know South. Giles was a little bit banged up.
Okay.
Who else did I hear? One of their, Gilstrap, lineman, he's out.
Really?
Concussion protocol.
Okay. Yep. First down, North Montgomery. I noticed last week that that Welliver guy down at South may not be wrestling in the same weight class.
Well, he said he wants to.
He looked.
So he's going. Yeah, he's about 185.
That's what I thought. He looked like he
says he
bulked up
wants
a
to
little
drop down to 170.
Okay.
So we'll see. Which is still big for a Welliver.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's the end of the third quarter here. 35-0. We'll change sides.
In about 5 weeks, we'll have girls basketball.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah. Well, October's next week, so
yeah, but it's supposed to be 90,
Yeah, true.
But
basketball season.
By this time next week, we could be playing a football game around 50 degrees during the game.
Yep.
And the next morning it's going to be in the 40s.
That's right.
So
it is that time of the year.
Yeah.
October. We talked about the volleyball team. They actually go to tomorrow. They go over to Clinton Central. Varsity and JV Invitational against Logansport, Clinton Central, and Frontier, I believe, are the 3 other teams. So there'll be 4 teams in it. So
I would think we would have a pretty good chance.
Yeah.
Talking about young, there's another young bunch.
Yeah, a lot of freshmen and sophomores playing. Two freshmen, I guess, playing, and then a whole bunch of sophomores, with a couple seniors in there, Lauren Kellerman and Abby Bannon. And they're having some fun. This has been a good turn. They went 5 sets with Southmont, lost by 2 in the 5th. 16-14. Yeah, and then beat North. All right, so North Montgomery takes over 1st and 10. Ball's on the 48-yard line to begin the 4th quarter.
Good job.
Good defense right there. Got some new faces out there for the Athenians. I see number 15, Evan Cheney, in the game.
I like Evan. Evan's going to be a huge, huge part of this team next year.
Yeah, for sure. Playing well. You got Powell still in. You got Mikhail Willis over here on this side playing D-back and in that corner spot. I feel like that's a new quarterback for North, is it, or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Who's that? Number 7.
Pitched out to 31.
Donovan Hayworth pitched up to... That's Zach Searle. Pitched it out from the new quarterback. Donovan Hayworth is going to take it to the house. And got through our coverage. We do have some new faces in on that defense. And North's got some new faces in, but he got bias.
Yes. Again, I'll just go back. It's recognition, and our recognition just needs to be...
It's got to be
quicker.
Quicker.
I just noticed Moises Mora out there.
Yes.
Has he been playing?
He has been. Yep.
You know what? You really saw him a lot last week, and we haven't seen much of him this week. So...
that's true.
Maybe
he's not been playing. I see what you're saying. Yeah, no.
And I thought Moises had a really good game at South.
Yep. PAT is good there. He's going to make the score 42.
Yeah, it looks like we got another 15-yard assist to us on the kickoff for running into the kicker.
Yep.
We did that last week, too.
Yeah.
Again, it's such a fine line in that aggressiveness part.
Right.
There's no malice intent there.
No.
It's just I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to block it.
Right.
That's it. The same thing on the roughing the quarterback.
Yeah.
I saw it was not like blatantly late or anything, and it wasn't a hard hit.
Right.
It was more like just a bump and a push.
Yep.
But it is what it is, too.
That's right.
A learning process.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
We're in the 4th quarter here. I would expect, as Caden Underwood, is he out there anywhere?
He's number 2 right here. So he's here. Last week,
it doesn't look like he's ready to go.
No, last week he was taking snaps on the sideline and loosening his arm up. So, yeah, I don't know if at this point they want to give him experience. They just want to save him for tomorrow and play in the JV game.
Well, I know he can play this quarter and still have 4 quarters for
he'll
tomorrow.
be fine. That's right. Yeah. Okay. There's Willis, picks up ball up about 20-yard line.
Look at those
Cuts up to
legs
the middle.
go.
Yeah, he's fast.
Oh, man.
Gets it out to the 30, maybe 20, maybe 29. So that's about a 9-yard return. So be 10 minutes left to go in the game. Running clock. We are at the 29-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Athenians, and looks like which quarterback's in? I still see number 2 on the sideline, so McCarty's still out there.
Yeah, I think they probably just want to keep him fresh for tomorrow.
Yep. Some new
North has really brought in a lot of guys here.
Yeah, some new faces out there on the defense for North Montgomery, so
I like
keep that little fake there and cuts it back the other direction, a little misdirection play. McCarty, good run. That's why it's nice to have Kale in the backfield.
Yes.
As the exact reason, because he's yours. Well, he's a Myers, too. So.
Yes, he is. He runs a lot like he probably runs more like Darren than he does Kyle.
Yeah.
But both those guys ran the ball pretty well.
They did all right, didn't they? Those were fun years. We were watching that. So ball on the. Were you handing off to any of those guys? Did you play with any of them?
Well,
I don't know.
Kyle was a senior my sophomore year.
Okay.
And Darren was a sophomore my senior year.
Okay. All right. That's a handoff to Noah Allen, but he's in the backfield over the top of our line there. They covered that one well. Loss of 2, I think, maybe 3, actually. So 2nd and 13 on that play. Definitely like the misdirection with Kale.
Yes.
And that was. He's going to run hard. He's not running much tonight.
But that may have been just a case too. I still like the play. It was a good play, misdirection.
Right.
A young defensive end there that maybe got sucked in by that motion.
Kale rolls out right, short side of the field to throw. As a receiver, he throws it out of bounds. Intended for Kagan Fields, number 3. But there wasn't anything. There. So,
this running clock just makes the.
Can you believe it? Sorry, it's just 7.5 minutes left in the 4th. Yeah, it moves along quickly. It's a good rule. 3rd down and 13. Ball is on the 41-yard line. Cardi inside handoff to Noah Allen, who's running hard and runs over some guys. Chugging hard there, picks up 1st down.
I do like the way Noah runs and stuff. But it's like, hey, if he had played for the last couple of years, how much better would he have been?
Absolutely, yeah.
Again, the recognition thing.
Sure.
Well, I've seen this before. And you just recognize it in a split
to your
second.
point, we're quicker. Yeah, we're just quicker to the ball. We're quicker on defense. You're quicker reacting to plays. Absolutely right. So Carson Scott and Andrew Martin split out wide left. McCarty turns and fires to Willis. Same play we saw on the other side of the field in the 3rd quarter. And he picks up probably 7 yards there, it looks like. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 3.
I like to see us throwing those short passes
me too.
like that.
We kind of call it. We've been doing it a lot tonight. I don't know what his yardage is, but
the yardage isn't great, but I think his completion percentage is way up compared to what it has been.
That's right. He's in the shotgun again. A little quick pass again. Dropped it that time.
Got to catch it.
Got hit pretty quickly there by.
Hey, a freshman though.
That's right. Yep.
But he was mad at himself too.
Yeah.
You like
see his
that.
hands.
Yes,
right.
You like that.
He didn't just blow it off. He was not happy, and we know he can catch. Yep. So here comes McCarty on the 3rd down and 3. Got some good options with 3rd and 3. That's nice.
Oh, yeah. In fact, I would kind of like to see Cale keep the ball right here.
Yep, do that same thing here. Pull back out of Noah Allen's gut, which he gave it to Noah Allen. And, hey, nice block by Manson Simmons, which I think got him the first down.
I think it did. You know, man, I really do like Manson, too. He's got a good battery, man.
Yeah, he does. Absolutely.
He's the Energizer Bunny, let me tell you.
Yeah. It's a first down for Crawfordsville on that Noah Allen pickup there, and he just got right behind Manson and went upfield. Brings up 1st and 10. The ball is on the 32-yard line. We're in North Montgomery territory.
I got a story for you here in a little bit. We get just a second. It goes back to that 89 football team.
Oh, he's wide open down the field, and there's Kagan Fields. Yep, wide open down the field. Nice pass by McCarty. Nobody there. Split the safeties, and in for the touchdown. The Athenians are on the board. There's a multiple whistle going on. Was that anything? Usually we flag, but there's not, right?
No, I think we're good.
So it's 42-6 now with a 4:22 running clock, and we got Lauren Hale in for the Athenians to attempt the PAT. That's number 2.
There's Underwood.
Underwood's out there now. He's going to be the holder.
Let's hope he doesn't have to throw it or run it here.
Yeah.
Good snap.
It's down. Snap is down. Nope. Just underneath it, I think. Yep. It's not quite enough leg in that one. Okay. 42-6.
So I'll go back to the 89 football team. This is actually the junior class when they're in the 8th grade. My dad and Gary Lynn are coaching that 8th grade team. Well, I'm down at Southmont coaching the 8th grade team down at Southmont. And we have a pretty decent team down there.
Yep.
And so anyway, we're kind of going back and forth during the season. And Dad says, you guys don't have a chance, you know. And, of course, I said, yeah, we are. We're going to beat you.
Good battle. Yeah.
So anyway, it gets there and time to play each other. And it's a different game. I can't remember what the score was, but Crawfordsville was handling us pretty easily in the first half. But it's not totally out of reach yet.
Yep.
So, comes to the start of the second half, we receive the ball, and I decided to change things up. I went to a no huddle at that time.
Nice.
So this is 86. This is 86.
Before your time there.
Yeah. So, and we start moving the ball. And basically, I just call them the same play over and over and over.
Side of the field.
And I'm thinking, all right. Oh, get on it.
We almost did.
We almost.
Out of bounds.
That would have been nice.
That's Cheney that was right there, just about trying to dive on it.
That ball just staged right.
It was all spin.
Now.
Yep.
And anyway, so we called the same play 3, 4, 5 times in a row, and I'm thinking, man, it's about time to call a different play. Because they were all pass plays. And sure enough, Jason Brewer, who was a stud defensive player, intercepts the next ball. And I'm going, man, I should have changed the play.
And your dad on the other side of it, you should have. You should have stuck with your play.
Yeah. Anyway, they beat us, and we knew. I mean,
you know, a special group.
Yeah, they were good. Actually, we ended up with a good.
We ended up 5 of 91.
We ended up 5-3 in that 8th grade team, and we lost to Crawfordsville and Western Boone, who had a kid by the name of Travis Hollingsworth.
Yeah, right.
And I think they either won the state or went to state, something like that, his senior year, which is that class.
Yeah, 88 they won it for sure.
Yeah, maybe it was just a deep run or something, but and I can't remember who the other team was we lost to, but anyway. We knew these guys are really good.
You knew. I'm pretty sure I heard stories they didn't lose in middle school.
They did not.
I've heard.
The score, the 8th grade,
tell us stories.
Yeah, that 8th grade team, the score was like 300 and something to 6.
Oh man, yeah. There's Ethan Powell slow to get up there, but he's up.
He's okay. He's up, baby. Trainer didn't make it out there.
That's right. Walk it off. So
you got to like that, especially when your young
Yeah.
kids are getting up.
right,
You know.
not just laying there.
That's being instilled in practice.
And that's the difference that
Yes.
we've seen.
Yes,
We've
it
watched
is.
this for a while. We
have guys
Trainers.
laying there.
Oh, man.
Ooh, I want out of the game.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what they're saying is,
Right.
I want out of the
Correct. So here we go. Second down 9. Ball's on the 47. Yep. Nothing there. Got Jesse Horton and
game.
Nathan Simmons.
Okay, Tri-West is now up 28-20. Oh, in the fourth quarter. Oh, we have two finals. We both stayed at 56-0. And Danville 42-0 over South.
Wow.
So, still have one game in question, Tri-West versus Lebanon.
Yeah, close one. Right, what'd you
Two
say?
teams we still have to play.
Yep. Right. Two teams usually at the top of the conference.
Yep.
And then Frankfurt usually at the bottom of the conference. So here we go. It's another.
That's
it's another
forward.
forward.
Is forward, right.
That's dead. So this is Drew Norman, number 8, who is what is he? He's a freshman, 5'10", 170-pound freshman. Now at quarterback for North Montgomery. Fourth down, they're going to
Clock
punt.
is running, so
Yep.
this may end up being the last play.
Yeah.
Unless there's a penalty or
Right.
something. I'd like to see McHale get this ball against.
Yeah.
If this is the JV unit.
I don't know if it is on their punt.
Well,
team.
no, I see Crowell out there. And
That's hard to do on your special teams.
Yeah,
but
it is.
not-
You're right.
Oh.
They're running
they're
the play.
going to. Yep.
Well, and the
They
clock's
are.
going to run.
Right.
The
So,
clock
yeah,
will
they're
continue
good.
to run.
Yep.
That's smart play by them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that'll be the last play of the game.
Yep.
Again, hey, Brian, I do, and Coach has done a good job with this. The score is not always the indication of improvement.
Yep.
And that's the one thing. At the beginning of the year, coaches are talking about we want to improve every week.
That's right.
And, then he even breaks it down. We want to improve every practice and get better and get better and get better. And I see that. I especially see that with some of the younger guys that are getting more and more playing time. We are playing more physical.
Right.
Trying to play more physical. And, we have to do that. If we're going to get to where we need to get and be competitive in every game, that's probably the first thing we have to do is play more physical.
React quicker.
Right.
We got to stay in games. That begins with defense.
Yep.
And
it begins with defense and then the offense moving the ball.
Staying on the field.
It doesn't matter whether you throw it or you run it. You just got to get some first downs.
Yeah, stay on the field.
Yep. Yeah.
Right. And I agree with you. There's some really positive, as every week there are positives. I'm sure the guys are discouraged. I'll tell you this, North Montgomery's a good football team. They are. Yep, they've competed with everybody they've played this season. And Crawfordsville drops to 0-6. Final score is 42-6. We go to, do we know if it's Lebanon next week?
It's either Lebanon or Tri-West.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
And then the following week, it's either Lebanon or Tri-West.
Right.
But we'll be back here in 3 weeks. Senior night. Playing Frankfurt.
Frankfurt will be
good chance to win a game. Hey, I don't care. It's important to win.
That's right. That's right. Be good to get out there. It's good working with you tonight.
Yes.
Thanks to Justin Duggar over there and
Michael Smith
on the
video
camera
tonight.
jumping in for Kent Manette, who's out in L.A., I think.
I think Kent should be back. We should have our regular broadcast team there for that Frankfurt game.
Yeah.
And hopefully we will. You know what? This sounds crazy, but I really think if we play and keep improving, that we might be able to have a running clock in our favor against Frankfurt.
I agree.
And a lot of people might think that's crazy, but I don't think
it would have happened that way last year. We beat them 50-something to, I think they might have scored on the last play. So, it would have been a running clock situation. So I think you're right.
Okay, you want to take us off here?
Sure. Yep. So for Justin Duggar and Michael Smith and Rhett Welliver, we appreciate you jumping in here, celebrating homecoming with the Athenians. Not the result we wanted, but we will Coach Slicker will get his team into practice, and they will come back next week ready to do battle again and compete. And that's what we're looking for with the positives and takeaways. So thanks for joining us.